Oh, yeah. There we
go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Giggity.
Where's my back towards you a little bit? There we go.
Right here, okay.
Weird with that extra. It's just better because it's fucking oil. There we go. Oh, come on this way, already.
Yeah. You know what it is.
Welcome. Hey. Where did you go? There we are. He was going back to our animals. Owl and the animal, Jimmy.
Is the countdown now?
Huh? Yeah. It's on, man. We're on. Welcome to the Outhouse Podcast. Here at the Media Farm.
Shit about shit.
Here at the Media Farm.
You know it.
Where we go there.
With Ray Cartagino. And all that sort of stuff.
How do you really know?
He just like, fuck it, I'm done.
He got to turn the
You got the
camera on,
overhead cam going today? Tom,
Oh, he might need a what?
you got that overhead camera going on today?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
Got all
That
kinds
one don't work though. It took a poop.
That's what I was asking about the count. Something looks different on the screen right there too. We usually see how
Oh, that camera's hard. Look at that.
There we go. There's
This is the first time we used that angle on the podcast. We used it the other day for the old
live show.
live show over there.
Oh, yeah, that's live.
That is our
That's
thing. Welcome.
Happy Halloween.
I'm loving this.
Hell yeah. Oh.
Oh, there we are.
I am absolutely happy to be back.
Happy Day of the Dead. Happy Samhain.
You know what it is.
Happy Harvest.
Remember, kids, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the Outhouse Podcast, its affiliates, its guests, or even us.
Not even us.
This show is just for entertainment purposes only. It's all
only
bullshit.
entertainment.
Oh.
Just act like we
Go all the way through
Damn.
and bounced off the window.
Out of all the places that could have landed.
Go figure.
Yep.
Here, let me get that back.
Oh, you good.
Last time that
I
happened,
agree.
DB Coop all folded it up. He used
Oh, wow.
oh.
Yeah, shouts out to my
Never
brother.
to ever throw it again. But this one's
Right.
cool because
You know,
it's a
shouts
green
out to
one.
my brothers, of course. Shouts
Look
out,
on the screen.
You know, shouts out DB Coop. You know,
Yeah, Coop is the man.
Dead Rapper Society.
He's
you know,
badass,
you know.
man. Coop is
Gotta have him
badass.
back in again.
But check it out. Look on the screen. Because
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
green.
Green. Yep. Didn't think about
okay.
that.
But they can't see that. You can't actually see what it says on there, but it actually has a big something written on there. Them guys can see, but you can't see.
I'm not telling.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
So what's happening, Ray?
Man,
All kinds of stuff,
Dr.
huh?
Gino's
Yeah, man.
back in the hot seat.
you know, I'm enjoying life a lot. You know, I bought 2 motorcycles, so
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
I've been riding a lot.
What'd you get? What kind of bike?
I just bought a 2024 Honda Navi,
Sweet.
and you know, with the help of my brother here,
Who is this?
This is Mr. Teddy Keys, man.
Reverend Keys in
let
the
me-
bit.
Reverend.
There
Teddy
you go.
Keys. Let me put that out there like that.
Reverend.
You know,
Ah.
associate over there at BBR Records, of course.
BBR in the building.
Big liaison to Funk Nab, and a lot of the business and a lot of the choices that I'm making to be successful. So,
Nice.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a little bit.
Don't sell yourself short there. Come on.
No, I am. You know, I currently just got out of Forbes magazine, and I currently just got out of the Grammys magazine. This is 50 magazine, hip hop exclusive, 24/7 hip hop and Cincy Talk magazine, all for the new things I'm doing with the energy drink, the new album that's finna come out, this new tour. This new tour is finna take me all the way to Houston.
Right.
It might take me all the way to Vegas, and I might be
Nice.
teetering in
Forgot about the
Albuquerque,
boys.
New Mexico, and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm I'm actually really having some fun because I took the summer off after the last time I was here. I went to Jersey, Philly. I went through a few places. I did a little small tour. It was like 4 or 5 cities, and then I completely stopped. I said, I'm not gonna do anything in the summer. That's when I bought my bikes. I said, I'm gonna buy my bikes, and I'm gonna ride all summer. But I'm gonna sit back.
Did he say the second bike?
Oh, the second bike is a RX-18. It's a Yamaha R6 clone. It's mid-size. It ain't full-size. But both of my bikes are
That's
automatics.
your light bike for running around on.
It do about 100 on the freeway, so
That's fast enough, boy.
yeah, it's fast
You do
enough.
100 on the drag strip too. No,
Yeah, I ain't trying to. He been trying to get me to take it out on the track.
The speed is nothing. It's the other people around you at that speed.
Yeah,
That's
right.
scary.
that part right there.
So I do a lot
You
of.
can't never.
Oh, I
predict
dropped
what
my Big
somebody-
Mac. Brake lights.
You can't never
Yeah,
predict
so I do a
what
lot of
somebody
back
else is gonna
roads.
do.
I ride all back roads, so you know what I'm
Better
saying?
that way. Curves, hills,
I ain't got to worry about.
no traffic.
I ain't got to worry about mad traffic and
Exactly.
people mad. I don't lane split, so you know what I'm saying. I
Gotcha.
follow the rules
Yep.
because I ain't got no
Well,
time.
I'm a bit
when
of
you
a
start
gearhead,
not
so I-
following the rules,
I don't
that's
know.
when you end up squashed on the pavement.
Yeah,
You know?
that's the truth. That is the truth.
I mean,
I like
you gotta
the sound.
respect the. You gotta respect it.
Got that big header
Yeah.
pipe and fat. Blah,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know what
I'm
saying?
looking for a bobber. I'm looking for a bobber, a nice sit down. I'm an old man bobber. Get
Yeah.
out of my
Yeah,
way.
right?
Yeah, one of them. I'm telling you, because it's starting to get there. Music is. I stopped focusing on selling music. I reverted back to selling more products because we do the energy drink. I got a fashion
Speaking of
line.
which, where's it at? Did you bring a big case that
What-
we can be sharing on some energy drink? Here?
I'm waiting for it.
I'll be
it was
holding
a
up to the
big
camera like,
month.
this is good.
It was a big. It was
Somebody told me you opened up a sex shop over on the shore.
No, I didn't.
Huh? Something like that?
No, I didn't.
Got all them toys and shit. Come on now.
What the what?
I
You
don't
go
know
get this
what he
man in
talking
trouble,
about.
right?
They
Go
got
get him
that
in
room
trouble.
back there with that real robot mom.
Man, I don't know what he's talking about.
Come on. I heard.
Yeah, but I'm having a lot of fun. Like I took off. I took some time to just
We're joking, kids.
just kick back with the family and
God, I hope there's no kids watching our show.
like
Some of them got
and
through.
like
Mike's over here telling me to sit on your lap.
and like just get real involved in family time
Hey.
and stuff
Scoot
like that.
in, buddy. That seat does go
We're
higher.
getting close over here.
Yeah, and I also want to shout out. You know,
It does lift up if you want to get a little hard on perspective.
Zoom
there.
that.
Hey,
you
welcome
go.
to the show, Automotive, everybody.
and I also want to shout
no
out
longer
Andrew
show.
Lloyd and Dre Day Williams. Ohio Entertainment Awards is coming up. Fingers crossed, I make it on that ballot for Producer of the Year. You know, so it'll be my first time, my first run this year.
Do I get to vote on that? Because I vote for you.
Yeah, I send him
Yeah.
a link or something. Man.
Yeah, you need to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You gotta send all them the link to that.
Get that to us.
Heck yeah. What
Here
are
in
you
a few-
doing over there?
Here real soon.
Pulling out the
International here real soon. International Music Magazine. I'll grace the cover of that. I just got a lot of different stuff going on, and
It's gotta be fun.
Some of the stuff is musically inclined or key to the music, but a lot of the stuff is more
You can
key
use
to
that stand if you want to.
my entrepreneurship
Just saying.
and how I conduct business, how I run all these multiple business under one roof. It's
And
not
we-
easy. It's not easy, but I'm real consistent and persistent about a lot of stuff that I do.
You're a
So
doer, man. You're a
Yeah.
doer.
I'd rather have it done and take the risk. I don't like. I'm one of them. I'm one of the ones you gonna get in the stand when they say it's $1 million shot. I ain't missing.
There you go.
I'm not gonna miss. I
There you
only
go.
got one chance. I'm not gonna miss. And I
There you
take
go.
and I just take everything like that. If I put my money into it, sacrifice, risk, I might not make the money back, but
And always get yourself to the far
Yeah,
right. That way, when the photos taken, your
more
name's
about
first.
the business. It took me a while to understand more about the business because I wasn't a 90-10 guy. I was more of a 10-90 guy. So it was always talent. It was going to break everything. And then I said, man.
No,
Realize
1090.
it
That's
was
what they used to call my haircut when I had a mullet. It was like 10% in the top and 90% in the back.
Oh,
You know
man.
what? What'd you say earlier? The NBN News? No bullshit news.
Yeah, NBS.
He's the dude, or yeah.
NBS.
Yeah,
NBS.
Is he the head anchor?
He's
NBS.
going to be it. I can see it.
Automotive.
but it's definitely.
Excuse me, sir. We're from NBS News. No
No
bullshit.
bullshit.
It's definitely the journey that I'm on. I think it's more. It got me more tuned to being successful than I want to be. I want my record to play across the world. I don't care about that no more. I don't, because I understand on my own without labels. My music is already global as it is. Since the last time I was here, that energy drink is global as it is. And I did that without, PRs and all them other folks saying, look, I need a percentage of this because we helped you place this there and now it's in position. I don't need y'all help for the position no more because I figured it out. I figured out how to position myself and understanding that positioning. It's going to be a lot of power behind it if I know how to finagle through the red and yellow tape. So I've been figuring how to finagle through the red and yellow tape without selling myself short. That's not selling myself out, just not selling myself short, because I know what everything that I got in a whole is worth. I know what it's worth. So I know, yeah.
Selling yourself out is one of the hardest things to avoid nowadays when you're trying
And
to be
it
successful.
is.
You didn't sell out. You bought in.
Two decades. I can tell you the truth. 2 decades. I done had plenty of opportunity. I done had plenty of labels send me contracts. Matter of fact, 2 years ago, and don't nobody even notice but him and people in my round table. I had a label out of New York send me a contract for $900,000.
That ain't shit, though, man. I mean, it is, but
And
A
that's
lot
what
of
I'm
people
saying.
like to have a $900,000 contract.
And that's what I'm
on the
saying.
table, yeah.
And they not giving. We in that
But
era of
that's
hip hop where.
the people don't realize, though, that contract, that's a loan. They ain't just giving you that
And
shit.
that's what it
That's
was
right.
because
That's
it
right.
was so many stipulations behind
You gotta
everything.
sell some shit.
I told they
Got
was supposed
money
to
back.
send me 10,000
Make
so I can get a
dollar
vehicle,
bill.
so I can get
Yo.
up there. They was promising me a loft where I would be able to go to New York and just work,
Do
so
your
I could
thing.
throw a studio in
Right.
New York
Nice.
and work in New York
That'd be
and
the
all
shit.
that. But what I did was I called my manager at the time, which is Nancy Wilson. Shouts out to her because she does a lot of amazing stuff for me throughout the years. She called our lawyer, and we sent that contract to the lawyer. The first check they sent me was supposed to be $10,000, but it was only $3,000. And I took it to, and because I got a major credit card, I took it to my bank. Like, I need to see if this is official. And come to find out, the bank flagged it. They flagged the check. I put in that report. They went in and they completely took their whole record label off of the internet.
Wow.
Completely off. I got my lawyers on them. I got my lawyers on them so fast, dog, because I didn't send them any work. It was a work for hire contract. So you send me the money and I'll get started on the work.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Everybody know me. You ain't gotta worry about the work being done because my
I got
catalog,
stacks of it.
my catalog of music that's unreleased, I probably got 10 albums right now that's unreleased that I'm just sitting on.
How many do you have now?
I'm trying to reach 50 by next year. 2025, I'll be 45 years old.
What number is this one that we're going to talk about that's getting ready to drop?
Maybe 40.
But I'm sitting here thinking, they sent you that short check and all that. It would be worse. Is that they sent you a bunch of baby oil because when you get that coming, it's all bad after that.
Oh my God. Hey, this day and age, that would be a bad thing to get nowadays. What you need 1,000 bottles for? You
But
That wasn't baby
It was
oil,
just
though.
the experience,
Oh, no,
and I took it as
It was baby oil.
they're watching. Big wigs, they're watching.
They always are.
They read the articles in Forbes about me being a diabolical music genius. They read
Diabolical
They,
for
you know
your
what I'm saying?
Halloween, everybody.
They, in 50 Cent's magazine, they
You
call
might
me.
think you're a genius,
Los
call me,
Diablos.
but Ray, you're no genius.
They call me
Cartagino.
Maestro of Ohio. In 50 Cent's magazine, they call me Maestro of
Oh,
Ohio.
you show me that.
I like that, the maestro. Like
It's
on
not. It's
Seinfeld.
a very accurate statement for him,
Like
though.
it's a lot of stuff like I wasn't expecting. I'm a studio rat.
A
You know what I'm
maestro.
saying? That's why I got all this. That's why I got a catalog full of music that's untouchable for real.
I love
I'm a
that
studio rat. So when I get all these magazines that's at me at once, like look, we need to write it, and the write-ups after I read them, some of the stuff they say. You know what I'm saying? It just
Right.
it humbles me a whole lot more. Like, man, I ain't leaving the house, man. I'm gonna stay stuck in the studio, dropping beats because
Going live at 3 a.m. when I'm.
it's yeah. I go live at 3 a.m. because that's when I start work. So I'm very consistent on what I do. This new personal album was me kind of just sitting back and breathing a little bit. And like I say, I bought the bike, so I just sat back and was a spectator all summer. I want to see who got motion because I'm in that stage of my career where I'm like, I've only got 5 more albums. If I'm at 40 now, I only got 10 more albums until I'm
10 more.
done. And I'm gonna retire from being a stage performer so much. I'm gonna run the business the way I kind of really want to. I want to put stuff in position. I want to start taking my money and invest it in artists, and all they got to do is work because I done already guinea pig myself.
Right.
That's when you really become the
That's
maestro.
exactly what Upchurch was talking about.
I got the roots. You don't have to worry about what roads we gonna travel. I'm gonna take you down the same roads that I went, and it's gonna be just as successful for you.
Yep, I
Just-
done made
or
all these
even more.
mistakes, so I'm on this
It might
path.
even be more successful because I already done took myself down through these lanes, and they like, oh yeah, his business, yeah, I mess with him. So if he bring him in here, we know he's all about business. So the people he bringing in here are gonna be on the same kind of level. Artistry, whatever it is. Like I recorded my first song. I don't record songs like singing songs. And this young female came in and she wanted to do a remake of Celine Dion's song to her husband, but she just brought the beat in. And it kind of surprised me because at the end of the session, she was like, she paid me very good money to do that.
And it came out amazing. I know that. Remember the song.
And
you're
I was
talking
like,
about.
so I'm just starting to, I'm just, like I say, I'm still a fish swimming in it, and you know what I'm saying?
Sure do.
We're
swimming in that pool.
Look, man, I'm trying to be a great white. I'm trying to transform into a megalodon for real, but you know, it's just a lot. It's a lot of stuff out there.
A lot of work.
And it's a lot of work. A lot of artists don't want to
Right
put it
work
in.
in the right place too
Yeah.
makes all the difference.
Right.
You know, absolutely.
So
And like you said, when you have the chance to come up to the plate and hit the home run, take the $1 million shot, whatever it is, you got to be able to recognize it,
Like Michael
capture
Jordan
it,
did.
and be
execute.
right on it. Like right on it, like, oh man, like it's an everyday thing for you. And a lot of artists, they get those opportunities and they don't understand them. They blow them bad. And then on the back end, they be looking mad and sad and upset. And that I coulda, shoulda, woulda kind of set in, and then it's like, I messed up bad, dog. And I don't want to be sitting in that same seat like that when I'm 50 years old. When I,
Hey, 50's not too bad. It's the new 40.
I'm just saying because I spent most of my life doing music.
Hey, Nick, you hear this
So-
guy talking about 50?
So at 50 on some rig, because me and
He did it again.
me and him talked about it. I
A
said,
magic
man, when I
number,
turn
hey.
50, I'm gonna be running the label from a yacht
Say it again.
on the beach somewhere. Y'all gonna have to come down to me where it's hot and palm trees and beaches.
There you go. White
Where
sand.
Ray over there on the yacht, dog, fishing on the other side of the dock.
See where the naked girls are? Right there.
Huh?
Ray's catching rays.
Yeah, man.
Right.
I'm not.
He's somewhere where you don't have to shovel sunshine. Put it that way.
I visit all the places where it's palm trees and it's hot and it's yachts, and it don't even inspire me. I just be like, you want to know what? Yeah, I'm buying me a yacht, dog. I ain't thinking nothing else. I said I was gonna get me some motorcycles. I got them. I want a yacht. I'm gonna buy me a yacht.
That's right, because the ladies want to get on that yacht, and those ladies that want on that yacht want to get in that two-piece and lay in the sun, and they got asses you could bounce a quarter off of, man. You know?
Absolutely.
That's why I say girls, not ladies, because ladies get upset when you objectify them. So let's,
their legs go all the way up and make asses out of themselves.
Oh, my.
Just living it up, man.
I don't mean to go sophomore, but
enjoying
your life.
Like
sabbatical.
I'm one of the. I love what I do, but I ultimately do what I love, and that's the difference. And I think that's why I don't focus too much on getting the bag, because I had a list of artists. Tell me, man, I'm ready to make some money off this music.
It's all about the money, boys.
I've been in this business more than 2 decades, and one thing that I understand is it could take 10 years before a royalty check hit.
It usually does.
Business. Business.
Most bands take 10 years to get their product moving.
10 years, and if you ain't,
and that's like 3 hours.
Gotta get your shit together.
And if you ain't got a conglomerate of people that's pushing the music on all levels like a spider web, it might take longer. You can't rush that. You can't rush that. And I noticed a lot of more artists, they're geared for instant gratification.
Right. Most of them think some guy from the record label is gonna pull up in a limousine
And say,
pull
here,
out a big contract. Here's a cigar.
That's that dreamy human nature.
And it's sad because
and if you
nobody want to go and get it.
Right.
They could open up the door and set the key up underneath the mat and tell you where it's at, and you still won't go get it.
That's nice. You use the key analogy. I love that.
He's not wrong, though.
He's not.
Unfortunate reality.
That's right. It's a key knowledge right there. You gotta, when you say it, that's great because you've just spoken the intention, but you gotta step forward and take it by the hair. Make it happen.
There's so
make
many
it real.
things that can rob you of what you're doing. I mean, it's more complicated than it's ever been.
On that one.
Just through experience, I can say I've had more people do that to me. Say, here, the door is open, here's the key. And it wasn't about me not walking through it. It was about when I got to the door, what I saw.
True.
What did you see? It's been a while since you've been around. So what else has happened? Because you looked pretty sobered when you got in here today. Like you had something on your mind you wanted to talk about. Man.
Like I said, big shouts out to Andrew Lloyd and Dre Day. Ohio Entertainment Awards is one of the biggest events.
Let him try.
It's one of the biggest events
He's highlighting
here in Ohio, and don't quote me on it, but I'm thinking these guys been doing this for about 10 years now, so they provide a lot of opportunities for up and coming artists to do absolutely anything they want to, from acting to dealing with the major labels the way they want to, sit downs, all of that. So I definitely commend them guys for just putting that together, because I've like I said, I've always sat back and been a spectator. I've probably involved myself maybe once in this event, but it wasn't for producer of the year. It was like brand new artists or some other stuff.
From your perspective, have you seen any impact from what the Hall of Fame has been doing and trying to bring bigger events and venues to our area?
Talk about Canton,
Canton, yeah.
I love my city. I do. I've been here since me and my family. We moved here in '89, so I've been here.
1989.
I've been here a while, but I've bounced around throughout other states.
Bounce around.
Canton needs to do something with these youth.
No No doubt about that.
They put
100%.
they put so much money into
everything else.
the facade
think
of,
about that.
not facade, but they put so much money into the face, what it looked like. And I understand it's the Hall of Fame city. We supposed to take great pride in that. We supposed to. A lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? But Canton as a whole, they really need to do something about these youth, man.
Well, there's some talented youth out there, and I just came off of traveling in the South and been around some old school musicians and some young guys coming up, and been in some studios with people who are experienced and stuff, and a lot of venues, bigger venues and theaters.
Yeah.
And what I notice around here is I would say that this area, Stark County, Canton, and surrounding, has as much or more talent as anywhere I've ever been. Some of the most famous
They don't
music
embrace
cities,
it.
Yeah,
but they
that's
do not
crazy.
embrace it.
They don't
It's
embrace
amazing
it. Wow,
how
they
little
don't-
is happening.
I I was born like I'm a native of Canton, but I was born in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland absolutely loves me. You know what I'm saying? And it's because I go there all the time, but they have a lot more venues, a lot more pop-up
yeah,
shops.
they do.
They got a lot more, I don't want to call
Opportunities.
They're not hole in the wall bars, but they actually open that platform for up and coming artists to
If you want to
actually-
bust
more
your
than-
ass,
more
you
than
can make
rap.
it.
More than
Absolutely.
rap, because that's the problem. It's not a problem, but that is the biggest competition with Ohio. Ohio, it was told to me a long time ago, Ohio is the hardest place to blow up because Ohio has a ton of talent.
I can make it here. I can make
A
it
ton
anywhere.
of talent. If you make it here in Ohio, you can go anywhere and
That's
make
right.
music.
And that's where a lot of people do make it, because they come out of Ohio, and where they catch their break isn't here.
It ain't.
You know, they're
It
out.
ain't.
They're out
'Cause
on the West Coast,
Yeah.
the East Coast.
Any coast for that matter.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
because
anywhere
I can
Coast,
tell you,
baby.
As long as you're
I
on the
had been-
coast, the coast is where it's
Man.
happening.
Coast is the most,
any
baby.
way you
I had
want
been
to go.
performing. I had been performing here for a long time, and most of my shows was in Cleveland. So we talking like Chip the Ripper and Gorilla Zoe and Bone Thugs.
You said
and
Kevin Gates a long time. I remember.
Kevin Gates and
Who else did you tell me?
we had Afro Man, Bubba Sparks, the Yin Yang Twins, 3-6 Mafia,
All that.
Royce the 5'9". I opened up for all of them guys in Cleveland.
Nice.
You know what but it was only there. They provide the proper opportunities for artists to do what they supposed to do, what they would love to do, what they love to do ultimately. And it pans out. But Ohio is packed with so much talent, so much that you have to leave. I can concur to that because, like I say, I've been performing here a long time.
Well,
The music didn't break until I started traveling to Atlanta. I went to Atlanta. They was like, "Oh yeah, we like them." I said, "All right, well, let's try St. Louis." We went to St. Louis. St. Louis ended up being Texas. We started working further out towards Vegas. We
Excellent.
Vegas and Colorado and
I was in an Alice in Chains tribute, and it was weird. The further we got away from Canton, the better we did.
yeah.
I believe it.
And it's all and out of state.
You never
I
recognized
don't
in
know
your
what it is,
hometown.
but out of states, they love
Love to
Ohioans.
say, yep.
Yeah,
They
love
love
us.
Ohioans. They love us. They told me to watch myself when I go down to Memphis. When I got down there to Memphis Felt like home.
You told me that.
Like completely home. I didn't feel like it was odd or anything. The hospitality was crazy.
Yeah, Southern hospitality.
And it's like that everywhere we go.
Right.
Ohio is the only place, in some places it's like that. In other places, it's a reason why we call the unfavorables. We are the unfavorables. We're not favored to win. We're not. So that's one of the main reasons why I push so hard. I'm not favored to win. So I'm gonna push just
That
down your
underdog
throat.
mentality.
Exactly.
I think part of it is
It's like Cleveland Browns and all of us.
I think part of it is the adaptability, to be able to be resilient and overcome and produce. You know what I mean?
You don't have that in you.
And people
You don't
from
have
this
any
area in
Cleveland Browns
general,
in
when
you.
you look at anything, whether it's sports, politics, acting, music, all different kinds of avenues. And you look at the most successful people, or the people that are in the Hall of Fame from that industry, they started here. You know what I'm saying? And other areas I've been, it's not that they're not talented. There's lots of talented people, but it's more of a one speed or like a one thing that they're good at. You know what I'm saying? And Ohio, you come up, man.
Yeah, we ain't got no choice.
Right.
See, if you're from Atlanta, it's easy for you to blow up. You from Texas, it's easy for you to blow up. New York,
Maybe.
it's easy, man.
Forget about it.
It's easy.
Right.
It's easy, especially if you know what you're doing already. It's easy. Here in Ohio,
It ain't like that.
we don't have those kind of connections and resources, so we gotta go outside
Make them.
the border, and it's hard to make them because everybody don't see eye to our own business. If everybody seen eye to our own business, it'd be a lot more artists of all genres of music to blow up out of Ohio.
Well, that part's still evolving.
Everybody
I
I
think.
don't see people picking each other up in Ohio like I did in other
Right.
areas too.
Like
Everybody got a chip.
like in
Right.
Atlanta, and somebody from Atlanta.
I mean, do
will pick
people
up
still buy
a
format
ton of
stuff still,
Atlanta
like
artists.
records, CDs?
New York, pick up a ton of New York artists. Same way with LA and all the big cities for music. They pick up a ton of artists in that area because they know. Ohio ain't like that. They like, oh yeah, he hot, but I like him over here. That ain't even doing. That ain't got no motion.
Right.
He ain't got no motion, no drive, no consistency, no will to do nothing. But this guy over here, he been doing it a long time. No, I ain't gonna mess with him. I'm gonna mess with dude over here. I'm gonna let dude over here waste my money. Oh, man.
The
No.
music scene is weird here, man.
It's been that way forever.
No,
It doesn't
man.
seem like there's any.
It's
stoppage in
all
sight.
evolving though, because ever since the whole Napster thing, ever since those early
yeah.
lawsuits on that stuff, it all just started to snowball to hell right there. And everybody went online and put all their shit online, and
It
it
was the
just
tipping
got
point, pretty
free.
much.
And you just download it. You don't have to pay anybody anything. It's art. It's free, right?
Right.
And not exactly. The artists should be
Right.
compensated, but they did not have a structured format for that yet, which
Oh, at that
they
point,
since
definitely
do.
didn't. Yeah.
Because they're buying people's likenesses so they can use them after they're dead. And people can't agree on whether or not, how much do I get for that? And then they're still trying to figure all that out. But
Right.
it's the same discussion in a way. Should be.
Now, Ohio peaks back when
You know what I just thought of?
when WMMS was. You had MMS, and a little bit further south you had ZAK,
Right, yeah.
and they were making an impact. You know what I mean? And they were nationally.
WMMS.
They had a moment
Do
in the spotlight.
version.
You know what I mean? In the national spotlight. And then what? And then what happened from that? It just
It all fell down.
it all fell down. But they had it. It was there for a moment.
They just couldn't grab it. They couldn't
All
grasp it
great
well.
families with
They
Music-
had the
die.
opportunity and they blew it. That's
Music
what it came
took
down to.
music took a crap when they started letting social platforms
That's really when it went
pick
downhill.
hits.
Oh yeah.
Well,
The
that
amount of times I hear
definitely
stuff
helped
like-
the decline because it made it like X Factor and it got to be group
Because
participation.
it's
It was
like-
It helped
engaging.
in that sense, but the
It's
quality
like-
that came from there
it's
was
worse.
just garbage.
It's worse than a hit or miss.
Right.
Because they got that. It's a one jingle.
Right. Here's a song.
A hook.
5 million people doing this one jingle. The artists say, "Come on, let's sign this person because that 5 million people is doing that jingle." That one song is.
That means it's
released.
marketable.
That song might
But that
do
much of it.
numbers. Might do numbers. But that artist can't even follow up behind that.
Well, right. That's called a one-hit wonder.
Exactly.
I thought what
Yeah, but
what
nowadays
label was
they
that?
just
Was that
forcing that stuff
Oh,
That video on the gas page.
I don't
hit
want
1
to say the
million.
wrong label, but one of these labels.
Boom.
we won't
Yeah.
name it if we don't know.
Yeah, but one of these labels.
Congratulations.
One of these labels,
Hey.
they just dropped
Congratulations.
20 artists off of their roster because they was all cookie cutter TikTok songs.
It wasn't Gucci's, was it? No.
Nope.
That wasn't it.
But they dropped 20 artists from a big label. They just dropped
Oh,
20
wait, yeah.
artists
They
because
did.
they was all cookie cutters. They couldn't follow up behind the one
That's a
hit that they
surprise.
already
That's a
had.
new trend because
Most of them
you
can't.
talk about one-hit wonders, but they try to not have that nowadays because somebody might have something. They might have got something lightning in a bottle and it sounded good.
Every
But
day or
follow-up
every
stuff,
week.
It doesn't matter if it's trash. They're still pumping it at
But
you.
does it
the
get
keyword
hurt?
This
with
is
that
the new thing.
The keyword with that though is might though. Like it might do that, it might not.
Music doesn't
But they keep pumping
music
that stuff at you.
transformed to it's just.
How about when Prince refused to be? He didn't go by Prince, and he wrote
See,
"slave" on his cheek, and that's
Yes.
me now.
They
And he
don't
didn't even have
even-
the moniker yet. The
They don't.
symbol.
Everybody. I'm like the big talk is. People don't listen to albums no more.
They don't.
That media is gone. That's what I said a little bit on the
It's
side
a
with
damn
him.
shame,
There's
man.
no
And
CDs,
and
no
it's the problem.
cassettes. Hard
and
media
that's the
is
problem
gone.
with the industry.
Exactly.
No,
problem with the
it's
industry.
just the way the industry has evolved.
Marketing.
And now
It
we
might
have
have
to evolve
evolved,
with
but
it.
it's not necessarily evolved for
anytime
the
you
good in
involve
that.
corporate-
Well, you're right, but nevertheless,
Because
it's involved.
I know when I
You
was
can't
a
put the
kid,
toothpaste
look,
back in the
No,
tube.
you cannot. It's
Nobody wants.
going with the times.
Nobody wants to make. It ain't people
Only
not
the strong
listening
survive.
to them. Nobody wants to make them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They just
That's
like.
part of it.
Advised
They
not
like.
to.
I don't care.
But
I'll
man.
go in the lab.
But I've seen some great acts, man, that
Look,
have maybe
they'll say-
22,000 views, and it's some of the best
I'll
music
go
I've
in the
heard all
lab,
year.
But they're not. But again, it comes down to the marketing in a sense.
Right.
It's
They
like
tell
they
y'all-
might
but
not
they
have-
you
like I
don't
say, I'll
lie.
go in the lab.
You know,
I'll make
Exactly.
this one song today. I wait 2 days, make this song. Wait another 3 or 4 days, make this song.
right?
They'll put these songs out and they'll be singles, and I'm fighting, and that's all cool. But they don't even have a structure for what they're even finna get involved into. They just going in the lab and just making
Dropping
random
songs,
songs
yeah.
and putting them out. That's why it's no structure in none of the music that a lot of artists are putting out.
They're not following the rules when it comes down to the song making,
Like,
unfortunately.
remember when CDs and remember when music used to come
Yes.
off like
You know
stories?
the rules. There are no rules.
It was an intro,
They're not following them
a
no
few
more.
songs,
That's
maybe
right.
a skit.
I loved albums,
few
man.
more
You got
songs.
posters.
That's what I
You
was-
got all the
Right,
cool
I was
Right,
just
stuff.
that's what I
about
was
to
trying
get
to
with
say
that, man.
earlier.
But you
It's
know what,
big.
man?
I remember coming home and being excited to
It might
open
be
up
some-
to see what
it
the
might be some-
inside
yeah,
was.
it might be some
read
funny
the
stuff
actual
on the
lyrics
CD,
because you done
and then the
fucked
rest
them
you
up
don't
so
know
many
no more,
times
'cause they
from
don't
the
want to
radio
They have an
version.
outro.
Exactly.
Blah, 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 blah.
And
Quit
You know
talking.
what
to me.
one
like
word
in
you didn't
all,
hear
it'll
back
be
then?
for
I'm
real,
sorry,
in all, it'll be like 9 songs, but between the intro, the 2 little skits, the funny part, it doesn't turn out to be like 13 or 14 tracks. But you listen to it because it almost came off like a story.
Like
When
a
they
concept
drop
album.
videos used to come off like little mini movies.
Right.
You used to rush home to get to that second
Yep.
part.
Oh, yeah.
You used to miss lunch because where you going?
Right.
I got to get to the
I
crib.
see
They
this
finna show the
video, man.
Right.
Premiere.
they don't have music don't have that kind of texture no more.
Well, there's one word
It's
that you
disassociate.
didn't hear back then that is a big impact now, and that's algorithm.
And
Yes.
And
Right.
that's what made the
Undoubtedly.
big difference.
and that's and
Otherwise, you have to seek it out by name.
yeah.
Right.
And that's not even easy because of the algorithm.
And
They bury it
might not
anyway.
even-
You still can't
I had
find the
to-
damn
might not
thing.
even
And that's
see it on
another
there.
thing I taught myself this year. I taught myself how to shift the algorithm in my favor. And it's
Marketing, baby.
You
There
know
you
what I'm
go.
saying?
Think like a pirate.
everybody be kind of sharing like Spotify and all of them kind of links. I don't focus on sharing Spotify links and all of that. The only platforms that I share musically now is iHeartRadio and Pandora. Those are
What everybody's listening to.
That's
That's
the
what
big
everybody
ones right
listening to.
Right.
So they'll mix my music. I'm a 90s artist, so they'll mix my music
Yeah,
in
with
with
the
the
90s
90s
stuff,
R&B and
right.
90s hip hop.
Mix it
All of
on
that
in.
rock. All of that rock. So when you hear some 90s Pac and then you hear anything else after that,
And then boom. Re Cartagino.
Yep.
it
Got in there,
fits
but-
so well. So I'm like, okay, I know the algorithm now. I know the kind of. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff I had to teach myself and I had to listen to. That's where this personal album come into play. Personal was real personal to drop because I wanted to get away from the heavy hip hop and I wanted to kind of touch base more with like my southern roots and.
Is it out now or is it coming out?
No, it was supposed to be out tomorrow. Supposed to come out tomorrow, but I kind of pushed it back because I ended up working on
Good.
like two new songs.
Happy
He's pushed this
Halloween,
album back
everybody.
knows how many times, if we're being honest.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, I pushed it back,
Halloween
and I've probably
you should have
made
been released it.
I've probably made maybe 60 songs for this album, but I'm only using
What the
like,
what?
I'm only
about
using
Oh no,
like,
he's serious about that.
I'm only using like maybe 15.
And that-
5 are already out.
You still working on the other 10?
And I'm still working on it. The other 10.
Remember when?
Like
And that was
11.
another thing when you get an album or whatever, it was good all the way through.
Yeah.
Right.
Instead
It
of
was
just a
no,
couple
no
songs
filler,
here.
all
the best
killer.
ones.
And
Is
that's
what
what I
it was.
wanted to do
Right.
with, and that's what I
Right.
wanted to do with Personal. Personal was, it's the end of the season for me. The end of the season is usually like it is. I'm usually traveling, I'm getting out of the cold, going to all the warm places. This year is like the first year that I ain't gonna do a lot of traveling. So,
Hey, happy Thanksgiving.
so like after the 12th of November, I'm gonna hibernate in my studio for 120 days, and just I'm working on it. I'm working on another album. It's called the Unfavorables Volume 2, the Knockaround Guys. I'm finna get out of slacks and get into the mob attire on this album. I'm finna.
He said slacks.
Yeah, I'm really getting into character with this whole Knockaround Guys album. So and people
Need some of
who's-
those automatic hole punchers for the videos and stuff. We got some of those.
Take advantage of that, right?
I am.
There you go.
I'm telling you.
Hey, Cartagino.
But I'm just trying to. It's just pace. It's just pace. I'm finna do a corporate filing for the label. The studio's doing real good. I got a few powerful clients.
Where's your studio out of? I don't know.
Just right over here off of Rolling.
What's the name?
The Sauce Studios is named
Sauce.
after. Yeah, it's
Name of
named
the
after
energy
me.
drink right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you rolling up here or rolling over there?
I'm rolling up anywhere.
Good answer. No, there's actually, I think Rolling's up here, and then there's a Rolling over, like off on 19th or whatever. St. Omo and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
Okay,
fine.
yeah, yeah, I know
I'm
what
over
you're
there.
talking about,
I'm over there. Yeah.
We're right around that area.
Yeah, I feel good about this album.
What was the first song that you recorded since you took a little break before
Do you even remember?
Do I remember?
You remember which one it was?
It was that UGK song. That
Oh,
UGK tribute.
okay. Yeah. You did tell me that. I forgot.
I did that UGK tribute, and it.
How's that work for you? Do you catch like a hook in your head and you just have to get it out, or?
You want? My process is so. It's so crazy because I wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning, and my first thing I'll do is what we doing right here, coffee, blunt.
Gotta fuel up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I fuel up. I cut on everything. When I cut on all of my stuff, it sounds like a spaceship being cut on. You hear all that. You hear all
If
kinds
you're
of
not
stuff
prepared
going
for that
on.
sound, I don't know what to tell
You
you.
hear buttons going off, and
The fish tank is the same
you hear
way.
all kinds of stuff. So, and it's all lit up like a Christmas tree. And you got to think 4 in the morning, ain't no light on it.
Ray's
And
recording.
all you see is all these
Because you got to
lights.
figure out what order, because it's when you turn shit on, speakers is the last thing, or you get that.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's the opposite when you turn it off. You got to shut the speakers
Yeah,
off
'cause
first, boy.
I got some dope monitors, but I also got some 18-inch tech woods
Tom's a dope monitor. You know
that I'm
that?
just.
Me too. Yeah,
He's
but,
a dope
uh,
monitor.
I monitored it.
My
On
the
down.
process is really, really dope actually, because I'll sit and I'll look at my MPC for probably 2 hours. Don't touch it. Just sit and look at it. Like I
Get
got
that
over
zone.
100,000. I got over 100,000 sounds in my studio. So I got every sound you could have and every sound you can't have. So you figure me thinking about all of these sounds, I always start off with like my drums and stuff. So I don't know how many drums, I can't count them all. So I'll probably go through 500 sets of drums before I pick one. And once I pick them drums, I already write in my head. So once the drums is laid, I got my cadence and what I'm finna write about and all that. Now it's just the fillers.
Yeah, everything else falls in.
The melody, if I want to go pop, or if I want to go funk, or if I want to go deep West Coast, if I want to go real soulful down south, you know what I'm saying? I go there, and once that stuff is laid, give me 15 minutes, you'll have a song done, mixed down, mastered, sound like it was done in a $50,000 studio easy.
Like, if
It's
you
good
ever-
that you can get up and do that at that time because your brain is in that higher state where you come out of REM sleep and you're already wired into that
You gotta fall
creative.
and sleep here, or this has got to be your
No.
bedtime.
Oh no, Ray don't sleep at all.
No.
Ray
Imagine,
don't sleep.
imagine doing that. Imagine doing that same process 6 or 7 times a day, for 7 days a week.
Sounds like I'd have to be drinking the sauce to
Man.
keep up.
Oh
with
yeah.
that.
Right, and a lot of coffee, like you were saying.
Because I run through about 3 pots. So
At minimum.
So I do about 7 songs in one day.
Like if you guys ever get, if you guys are ever awake
It's like
at 3 a.m. and I'm
Buckethead.
And I ain't even gonna lie.
about to say,
That's like from the time I get up to the time
Hold on, I gotta run to the
sleep.
bathroom.
Between the times I get up and because it's a process. Because I'll be doing that, and then I gotta stop, put my kids off to school. I gotta get them meds first. They off to school at 6. That's why I get up at 3 and start. So I get up at 3,
Don't get
start
messed with.
by 5 o'clock. Yeah, I don't get messed with. It's quiet.
Everybody sleep.
5 o'clock, they coming downstairs. 5:45, they got their meds. 6 o'clock, they out the door. I'm back on the MPC. And
How many kids you got?
I got 3. Well, I have 4 of my own. My children are
I got a
all of my
team.
kids are adults, but the children that I'm taking care of, they are my nieces and nephews, and they're 14, 15, and 16. So
I was just
Stepping
wondering
up.
if anybody
sure.
is interested in what you're doing. If you got anybody that's
my son.
yeah.
My son is a full-time producer, and he produces beats for anime. My youngest daughter, she's a female MC. She dropped her first single when she was like 11. Yeah, so
That's cool. That's a great feeling.
I actually,
it
I
runs in the family.
absolutely love my kids. My son, when I retire, I'm leaving him everything because he pretty much earned it. That's why I'm like, man, because right now, my studio is probably,
Oh man, why dad leave me all this shit? Now I gotta go through it.
like quiet as kept. It's
It's
around
cool,
5
man, but
feet.
it's all that retro shit.
Oh, it's so old, like
But you got,
dad.
but you figure it being that much, it took me 6 years to build it. And that's like a steady invest, like $1,000 a month investment every
and
day
it's
for
never
6
ends
every
neither.
month for 6 years.
Just being able to have that with your
I got a
children is a
gazillion
blessing in
dollars in
today's
this.
world because there's so many guys that men and women that wish that their children be interested in what
Oh,
they're doing.
man.
And,
Oh,
and to have
undoubtedly.
that and they're succeeding in it is,
Man, my daughter be on my top. Dad, I'm ready to get in the studio and finish my album off. I'm ready to get in the studio. And I say my doors is open. You're more than welcome to come. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave my son a workstation keyboard that was like $600 because I bought 2 of them. I don't know why I bought 2 of them, but I wanted 2 of them. I said, fuck it, I want to get 2 of them. Let me get 2 of them. He came over and seen it. I said, take it. I gave it to him. He paying for his own guitar lessons, paying for his own piano lessons. He with it. He is really, really with it. We trade off beats. Quiet as kept. I'm working on the album with him.
Right.
For him. He want me to do an album of his beats. So
I mean, speaking of kids, we got two kids.
yeah,
back
and
there
man,
jamming
I'm
on the
loving it.
show.
Man, I'm loving.
we put 'em
I
on.
love this
Jimmy.
man's
Take us
kid.
back
Oh yeah,
to the
them
kids,
two back
Mike.
there
Your kid-
absolutely killing it back there.
Your kid, the only kid that ever let me sign something.
Your kid
Mike
definitely
didn't
got
like
it.
I
that.
take that
He's
to the
got it.
heart. He let me
Live,
sign
Mike.
his guitar,
Take us back
man.
to the
Look
kids.
here.
Camera 4.
I'm like,
Yeah, let's take show them some
Camera
love,
four,
man,
camera
for
four.
real.
Man, look, I got goals. I'm trying to
Did he
make it
leave?
big, bro.
He loves coming in here.
If you putting in all the work with that guitar that
No.
you said earlier, all them hours
Hey,
you spent
Mike.
practicing, it definitely sounds like
he's
it.
on a delay.
Yeah, he's done
though.
it for
Yeah, but
years.
Yeah, but 4.
7
but
years.
life has really been it's been a real good journey
Camera
for
4.
me.
Show the kids back.
Show the
here,
kids.
Yeah, show the kids, but we gotta show them some love, man.
It's been a real good journey for me, actually. You know,
It's just like off the sound itself. You would think that these are seasoned professionals in there. That these are
Well,
people's
my
kids. It's
kids-
crazy.
Oh, they
My
are.
kids
They're
pretty
prodigies. Yeah, they're prodigies.
Yeah, both of y'all. Yeah, see, look at that right there. Both of y'all did something right.
Let him play.
There you go.
Hey, I'm thinking about
Jimmy on the drums.
Getting the chopper in November.
He plays drums, guitar, bass, saxophone.
Look, now he knows
Him
too.
the one sitting down does it all.
Yeah, he plays keyboards.
Yeah.
And
Now,
he
what
does
else
it
does
all
your
very
son play?
well.
Is he
You know
only
what I mean?
guitar, or
It's
does
got
he
a
do other
kick and
stuff?
stereo on it.
Violin, banjo.
Oh, wow,
any
really?
instrument. I could tell a bunch of crazy stories about him. He just picked it up 7 years ago and started playing it. He's what they call like an autistic savant back in the day, for lack of a better terminology.
I don't know.
He
how
could
many
give Yingwei
times-
Malmsteen a run for his money the way he's playing right now.
Oh, he'd love to play with
I
him.
heard people say, I didn't realize they were live playing back there. Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah,
whole
no, this
show,
is
man, the whole
Always.
show.
Them guys are always live behind us.
And I never had to tell him anything, man. He just wanted to play. I didn't want to be like,
All improvisation every
That's right.
week, man.
I didn't want to be like
And,
Michael
and
Jackson
anybody
style.
out there, if you want to come in and sit
Daddy, I
in,
don't want to sing no more.
We got
Shut up,
you,
Michael.
man.
You're going to sleep in the
Oh, yeah,
trunk.
you definitely need
Bass.
to. Any of y'all out here, y'all definitely need to come sit in with these boys right here.
I might have to. I might want to bring them out to a show.
microphone.
I might have to
Oh,
come
man,
sit in a little
no.
bit in
My,
the basement.
my
This
son
is
makes
awesome.
beats and all that shit too. He's got a synth and badass keyboard.
Jimmy's got some
Electro.
What you call it? Yeah, he does incredible beats, dude.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
telling
we
you.
got to get.
Oh,
together.
yeah, we got to get these boys out there for real. This
Yeah,
is
I'm like
awesome.
a little kid in the candy store when it comes to making
Can't wait
beats.
for
I'm telling
that.
you, and
Yeah.
sound.
I'm the little kid in the candy store with the music, period.
I have to pull up that on Facebook, that video clip.
need to do
him
that.
and this Marcos dude played that Kwanzaa Hut 50th anniversary thing. And he
Oh, they
was-
did?
Shout out.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa
Shout out
Hut.
Pizza Hut. Absolutely.
What else? Did you hit our sponsors at the beginning?
Hey, you didn't hit the
Oh, I
sponsors. Go ahead. Shout them out.
Yeah,
You're right
right.
there.
That's
there go
right.
your money for
Gotta
the
pay
week.
some
Two
bills.
shows.
Gotta
Yeah,
pay
pay
some
some
bills.
bills there.
Hey, Nick, how'd you
Oh, we're
forget
still
about
back
us?
there about them guys. I forgot what's on it, but the Tusos Music, 1300 Market Avenue, Sparta Lounge, 1101 12th Street
Sparta.
Northwest, which I stopped in there yesterday morning and gave Nick his shirts and
Hey,
told him-
Nick.
let him filled him in on what's going on. He was just
Nice.
like,
Man, that's the next place I'm going. I
Like,
gotta go
look at
hit
that.
the
It's like, what
Sparta.
the
I've
hell?
been down there for a while.
Planet Art,
the bomb.
1524 Fort
I'm definitely going to
Road,
get my new amp
Northwest.
from these guys.
And don't
Without a doubt.
forget, all the corners go into the bus at 3123 Cleveland Avenue. Humble Creatures. All right, Mikey, bring us back.
Doing stuff for the little
Yeah,
animals.
Mike's in here. There we go. We're back.
Hey.
And we're missing
What
someone.
happened
No,
to Ray?
Well,
Ray.
he's at
Ray.
the
He disappeared.
Oh, look how he makes his
Get a drink.
coffee. I could see the spoon standing straight up. That's a lot of sugar, Ray. That's a lot of sugar.
You said this.
About 10 minutes to go till halftime.
Good Lord.
10 minutes or
Wow.
9
minutes
minutes.
till halftime.
Time's
9
flying.
minutes. Then we'll go back to the boys. They'll play, and we got to do some things like use the bathroom, get a refill. No,
Boys
bring
are
us back.
in town.
We'll go,
We'll be right back.
I was gonna
we'll
get
go to them
confused
guys
back
at
there.
halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not right now, you.
You were writing. Did you write your ask your question? You wrote it
Well,
down?
no, it wasn't a question. What I was sitting there thinking of is because we're recording vocal tracks and whatnot, we don't necessarily have to tear this down. We're not rehearsing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I mean? Because normally we got to break this down right after the
Right.
show because we have band rehearsal tomorrow and or recording guitar tracks or whatever. But
All that
it's
fun
just vocal
stuff.
tracks. I can do it right over there with
Nice.
my little
Speaking of
thing.
breaking
Shoot,
down,
record your
sometimes
vocals in
people
comfort.
Yeah,
break our equipment, and then we gotta. Is this the new table, by the way?
it is.
Sweet.
It's
Notice
nice.
how that's there.
Yes.
Your headphones on?
Yeah, they're on.
Mine's ain't.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
The
Come
red.
unplugged.
You might have come upload, yeah.
I wonder why.
There it is.
We're expecting
Tom
some
got up.
technical
See,
difficulties
like
here.
Oh, there
every
we go.
show.
Every
Oh,
show.
you here now? Okay. There
For
you
some
go.
reason, Tom.
Live.
Ding dong.
That wasn't long enough.
Sometimes.
Tom the miracle worker made it
Tom, you need
happen.
to be up.
Sometimes
The perils of the live broadcast.
you just got a whack tool on it.
Yeah, man.
Ladies, if you don't talk, I ain't trying to talk to you.
Oh no! We brought it
Got that
back.
in the song yet, or what?
Somebody
Been a
needs
while.
to.
What's wrong with you, man?
You
Hey.
know this by now. Don't be shocked.
Are you a real reverend?
Yes, I actually am a licensed reverend. but
Ordained?
Universal Life Church. I did his wedding, believe it or not.
Nice.
So if anybody else in here trying to get married, hit me up. I give
Where
you a
it
good
hit
price.
you up where?
You're going to hit me up on Facebook, and I do have business cards I occasionally lay around the city.
But
so.
we don't have none, so tell us the Facebook.
Okay, so Facebook is Ted E. Johnson III. and just ask for Reverend Keys. I'll be there to answer for
Teddy
you.
And
Johnson.
then after
Ted
this
with
is
the initial
over,
E, right?
I would
Not like
suggest
Teddy.
that you get back on here and leave your information in the comments
comments.
section.
I should have brought some business cards for you guys, but I
Yeah.
left them in the car. I should
But
have got
even
those
at
when I had
that,
the bag.
we can't hand out business cards over the thing. So, like I said, go back and put it in the comments, and then you guys can hit him up.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got
You
you
know
on
that,
that.
man.
Nice.
If you haven't already used my service for your green card, but
Yeah.
I want to specify that it's Ted, like T-E-D, and then E, not Teddy, like T-E-D-D-Y.
no, it's T-E-D-D-Y
Okay, there we go.
K-E-Y-S.
There you go. All
There
right.
you go.
That's what I
Oh,
want
that's
to know.
right.
Right. Now we know.
There you go.
Like that, my sister got that for us.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was
That's a
checking
beauty.
that out.
Yeah,
I
I've
like
seen that
that
earlier too. That's
Checking
awesome.
that out. I like that too.
There's a radio
She needs to
station
try to find a
somewhere
second
going,
one so you can
"Man,
put it
where
on the
heck
door
am
so
I signing?"
people don't just walk in here.
Your sister was mad at a radio station somewhere and just walked out with that.
Yeah.
I believe it.
She said, "Oh, my brother needs that."
Mine.
Just depends
she
on
wouldn't do that.
depends on which station she took it from.
She wouldn't do that.
It's
Thanks,
a big
Ange.
rollout tour,
Good
man.
luck, man.
Oh, for sure.
I'm ready for this rollout tour, brother.
You've been ready for the longest
So
time
what,
on this one.
what big cities are you going to?
Well, I was supposed to. We were supposed to be in Cleveland on the 8th, but I end up getting double booked. Andrew Lloyd and his associates, they having the Ohio Entertainment Canton Tour event here on the 8th. So I'm gonna take part in that instead of going to Cleveland. That's on the 8th.
That's cool.
November 9th, I'll be in Akron at the Vortex.
The Vortex.
Hearing about that.
Yeah, shouts out to Andrew. Just shouts out to Andrew and all them guys over there, family. Then we got Houston on the 12th. We'll fly to Houston on the 10th or
Houston?
something like that. On
Houston, Texas, or
Yeah.
Houston,
Have a
Ohio?
Cartagino.
Houston, Texas.
Re
So
Cartagino.
I got a very nice event dealing with a bunch of labels and a bunch of reps from a bunch of Columbia, and even though Sony is kind of in the crapper right now, they got a few A&Rs coming out to that event.
I'd love to work for
And
Sony.
some real important, real important
Make that
A&Rs
money
so I
with
can
that Sony.
connect.
Ain't nothing phony about Sony.
We actually just finished our distribution deal with their sub company, the Orchard. I did two distribution deals for 2 albums for them, which was like it was an 80-20 split. See, and I'm talking about stuff that I ain't never
80-20, just like
80-20
hamburger.
80-20 split.
It's got that fat where the flavor is.
Yeah, I got the 80.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
I got that on both albums.
That's a good deal, though, really.
Yeah, on both albums, we got the 80. We got the 80. They kept the 20.
We got the 80.
We got creative rights. I own all of my creative rights. I own 100% of all of my masters. They didn't get none of that.
Residuals and all that.
All of that. So,
Nice.
but the thing was with that, see, everybody was like, oh, it was a bad situation. No, it gave me perfect placement and positioning because it's a major label. They're going to put me in places I can't get to.
Absolutely.
They're going to connect me and put the music in places I can't put it.
Right.
So I was cool with that. The kind of yellow tape in that whole business arrangement was the main thing artists don't want to do.
Ray, this is the casting couch. It's made out of red leather. It's going to be a little cold at first. But we're going to need you to jockey shorts
You're going to feel a
yesterday.
little pressure.
It might be a little bit crusty on there, but you'll be all right.
Like they said, look, we'll do it. They said we'll do it. We'll help you with whatever. But the key is, what are you willing to invest in yourself?
That part.
And that's what it was.
Mushrooms.
They
The
did
80 don't count for nothing. if you
right.
get
The 80 don't count for nothing if you ain't taking
Right.
your own money to move the way
The
you
product,
need to move.
right.
So
Right.
I said, and that's where this whole product, that's where this whole product, and I'm going to bundle all the music with all the products, and instead of me worrying about selling the music, I'm going to sell the products because the products is already known to sell.
There you go.
The music is going to be in the box when you get it. You're going to listen to it. And whatever information I got in that box that's geared toward that music, you going to go to. You might hear 1 or 2 songs with some information on how you get these songs or how you reach my music page, you go to my music page and then you'll come to find out.
We got about 9.
Wow, he got a lot of music.
Right.
And it just keep going on and
On and on, baby.
and on and on.
The creative
go
rights
on and
is
on.
something that people miss out on too.
We are.
Experience, you know what I mean? I ran into some cats. They've got, I don't know if I should say their name or not, but they got some music that is used in commercials all over the place and whatever. And the contract they signed, they got screwed out of that, and they were so excited about
Doesn't
making the
shock me.
contract. So then they tried to sue.
Idiot.
Right? And
Oh boy, how'd that go?
it went terrible because now not only did they not get any royalties at all
minute,
whatsoever, have any
sorry.
rights, but they made it so that they can never be in a band together. Those guys, they can never be perform as artists together. Like,
That's just it.
They got
Immaturity and
squashed.
irresponsibility and unprofessionalism on that.
Yeah.
That's what it comes
Yeah,
down
wait,
to.
it ain't second half yet. Calm down over there.
Boom, boom,
They can
boom.
pass the
No,
second half depending on where
are we
we're at.
ready? Is it time?
I just want I just want the tour to put me in places that I haven't been. Like they offered, like I was offered Albuquerque, Mexico 2 years ago. I just chose not to go because
Albuquerque.
you know it was Albuquerque, Mexico, and I'm like,
Right.
What's
It's
out there?
tempting, ain't it?
yeah, because I done been to Arizona and all of them dry states.
You don't like
that.
corn in your tacos?
Nah.
That's where Bugs Bunny.
It's the
always took
elote.
the
That's
wrong
what you gotta have in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but
Bobby
like,
Flay
it's
would
a
be so
different city.
disappointed.
Right?
I'm gonna do it.
I've
I'm
never
gonna
been there.
probably do it this year. I'm gonna probably do it. I'm gonna probably do Albuquerque, Mexico this year.
How about L.A.?
Man.
That's another one.
In the belly of
That's
the
another-
beast.
That's
Changed
another.
Right.
quite a bit out there now.
Come on,
That's
take your light out there, Ray.
Definitely
They-
different out there than what it used to be.
Everybody, every time I go any place, I'm always in white tee and Dickies. So they assume, they already assume, and then they hear the music. A lot of the
Said
music that I do, they be like, "Is you from?" They be like, "Man, you favor like you from L.A. Your music favor like you from."
Then they
you know
find
what
out
I'm
you're
saying?
from Ohio.
Long Beach.
I'm from
yeah, then
Ohio.
they find out
Ohio,
I'm from
son.
Ohio. They're like, "You from what?"
Right?
Like, why is you even here? Like, you should be off in L.A. and
Doing
I'm
that.
like, man, look. But L.A. is
Everybody
definitely-
else is out there too.
Right.
That's right.
L.A. is definitely one of those ones where
You got to.
I'm gonna go out next year. I'm gonna go out next year.
You'll be 47?
45.
45.
Yeah.
Trying
I'm
to
sorry,
add
I
years
was
to him.
right.
Come on, man.
I know, I'm sorry. I thought it was 45 was next.
I'll be 45 years old.
I know what I was thinking.
Hopefully I can drop these. Hopefully I can drop 10 albums next year.
I don't see any reason why you couldn't.
That'd be awesome.
It's like Frank Zappa style, man.
I was just
Keep banging them out, man.
Man, you
Put
know
them
what?
out there.
You know why I ain't gonna be able to drop 10 albums next year.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to
I'm gonna be on my motorcycle.
Just say you're
get
right.
on that.
I'm gonna be on, I'm already.
This man is a rider on
I'm gonna
that bike.
swing
I
by
swear
the
to God.
studio.
I'm
He
already.
definitely needs those. It's a beautiful place.
You're gonna love it.
Have to
We have fun
have
over there. I'm
Oh,
already.
we be bullshitting over there.
Man, listen, I'm
No.
already plotting on getting a Harley, bro.
Oh, good. I told you to get one. I've been telling you that for a minute.
Hey, I seen one. Man,
Look at
Which one? The
Like a pink
one that just came out?
Some dragons.
What's going on over here?
I seen
What happened?
I seen a bobber style Harley.
Oh no.
What's that?
It's
The hell?
one of the granddaddies of the Harleys. I can tell you that much. I know what he's talking about.
Some dragon
Explain it to me.
It got the old school. You know the old school bike seats.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
It got one of them
Seat
seats,
and
but
shit.
it's
The banana
flat,
seat.
but it's flat.
Yeah.
and it's.
that hard on the
You
old
got-
hemorrhoid.
Yeah, you ride it like this. You know what I'm saying? You ride it like this. Your shoulders be up, neck be down. You look like
Damn,
a turtle.
holding on.
Yeah, you look like a turtle.
The horsepower in those bikes.
Raphael, I'm coming for your pizza.
You could use the pillows.
Yeah, you read the bike. I'm coming for you,
Yeah,
Mickey
right.
Bobby.
I looked at some of the newer.
He has
Harleys,
Oscar the
and what I
Grouch
didn't like
pillow.
is they all have
On his Harley.
monitors. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Instead of analog. And they're like,
Yeah.
when I get out, I want to get out. I don't want to be.
The
having
hemorrhoids are
TV
no
stare
joke.
me in the
Don't
face.
look
Because that could be a little bit distracting
Yeah,
for the
that-
bike, if you ask me.
And
Like,
then-
you'd be looking at it too much
And
compared
the
to the
monitors,
analog.
I'm gonna tell you, the monitors go bad, man.
Oh yeah,
Right,
And
and you
the
lose
quality
The
on those is
monitors
absolutely
go
atrocious.
Bad. They go bad.
And replacing it is going to be a
Them
pain in the
lizards,
nuts.
shedding, the monitor lizards.
Water monitor.
Yeah,
The
them
water
too. I
monitor.
It's
want monitor
halftime,
lizard
guys.
on
We
my-
gotta
It's
take a-
halftime. Okay, yeah, we got to go to the movie. I got to get something back up there.
Hey, Mikey, go ahead and hit that halftime.
Tom's got
Right
it.
on.
Put- show some
Use a
love to these
tux.
boys there,
Double
Mikey.
click on it.
Or some
Send us back to the
hemorrhoid cream. Hemorrhoid cream. Brought to you by Tom Dato's Hemorrhoid.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Like, these nuts.
we should be having a brief intermission in our feature presentation.
Send
I'd
us
like
back to
remind
the
you all
boys.
There are snacks and light refreshments at the front bar, hookers and cocaine in the back room. I know where I'll
Put
be.
that on the
The
boys.
second half of our program will begin momentarily.
camera on the
a little
kids.
darker, slightly more sinister. Good times for all.
We'll be right back.
Thank you and good night.
Gotta loop it under, cause my shit messed up. I didn't hear a word you just said.
Hot mic.
Listen, the only extent of Spanish I know is like eres de uli puto.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Where were you back when I was at Fresh Market? It could have come in handy to see if like them people was telling the truth about what they was translating.
He's over there speaking that language. That divine stuff.
Shout out our man Seamus. He's just watching the show.
Yep, I seen that. Demos.
Welcome back.
Yes.
We are back.
Are we live?
We are still live.
Yes, we're still live.
Seamus O'Rock.
Still here.
I didn't hit that.
Still here.
Some crazy sounds.
He said, "Watch out for the mushroom coffee and happy Halloween."
See that?
Happy.
I
We
even
smoke
showed you
mushrooms
somewhat.
around here, by the way, just so you guys know.
How does he?
According to people, the word is we smoke mushrooms. So you guys over there smoking mushrooms?
I would do that.
Back to the
I
media
know.
farm.
50-50 on it.
What the hell with that?
I don't know how you just
How
did
y'all
that shit.
doing today?
The Outhouse podcast.
Yeah, you try that. I don't know how you figured that out.
Where we talk shite about shite.
You in there, Arlo?
Tonight's
I
guest,
don't know. Am I
Yeah,
on there?
you're in there.
Yeah.
Ray
I think everybody.
Cartagino.
Yeah, how y'all doing today?
Back with
Thank
the
everybody
Halloween
for tuning in too, man.
Yeah, thanks
Everybody
for
for
sure,
tuning
guys.
in. We definitely appreciate that.
And who's the Reverend sitting next to me? The good Reverend.
Reverend
Yeah.
Teddy Keys at your
We definitely
service.
appreciate y'all tuning in and checking this story out. You know,
All
something
right.
serious.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Last, I think when we left, we were talking about how cold the casting couch was. It was leather and
I never turned the kids up when we left.
Oh no.
I'm not even gonna try to
It was
figure
at
that out. I
low
don't know how you
volume.
did that.
Oh well.
no volume at all.
No, they was on it at this level. I just remember you when we go halftime.
boost.
I usually turn them up.
Boost them up.
You figured this
Right.
out.
That's why they
I
call
just
it
did.
dope.
Y'all remember?
remember
Y'all remember that movie Tron?
Yeah, you can't get up
Yes.
until you
Remember
get that,
the movie
dude.
Tron?
So just keep
Yeah.
effing with
I'm
it the
trying
rest
to
of the
feel.
show.
I'm trying to.
I
I'm
get it.
trying
Keep
to
your hands
feel
in
my
motion,
next
though.
video
Make
like
sure
that.
you're in frame.
turn this
And
guy
Can I look
just,
at the frame and do this?
yeah, make sure you're in
I'm almost
frame.
not about to waste my time with this. I don't know how he did this.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying to film my
Yeah,
next
it makes
video
you
like
think
that.
It makes you think in a non-linear
Yeah.
Oh,
way.
the hell with it.
I want to just bring something back that everybody remembers so crazy. And Tron was
That
a
was a
big
cool
movie.
movie back
That was
then.
an
Yeah.
ice cold movie.
Heck yeah, man.
Are we talking the original or are we talking about the one that came out a couple years ago?
The
No,
original.
the
The original?
original.
Okay, yeah. That was the better one. Hands
The
down.
original.
I remember everybody standing in line at the arcade to play the Tron game.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Toy.
Like a team of
You remember
toys.
arcades? It's almost something these kids don't know about
Yes.
nowadays. It's a damn
Arcades,
shame.
Yeah.
These kids nowadays. What year were you born?
93.
1993.
I ain't saying.
Wow.
No, you bet. If I said mine, you got to say yours. We ain't
I
going
was
to judge
born
you.
in 71.
I was 19. I was 19. I thought I knew it all.
Yeah, this is about the dumbest
I'm
I
an
ever
80s
was.
baby.
Yeah.
I'm an 80s
Already had
baby. I
kids
was
in
born
93.
in 1980.
Oh,
93.
gee, thanks.
Anybody ever go do that? They're gonna say
1980?
squeeze.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was 1980, man.
Try to be able
Ricky
to do that with
Henderson's
my finger
rookie
now.
year.
Yeah, man.
1980.
That's a
A
good
little
year.
hint
Oh,
for you
yeah.
there. Ed.
Okay, that's right.
I was already getting stink finger by 1980. So
God damn.
Little stink.
Yeah, that's kind of when paperboys were going
Nah,
out of
but-
Yeah, me
style,
too.
right? And that old man
Hey,
was like,
by the time any of that stuff happened, we had already turned to the new millennium for
Shoved it
me.
in my pocket for you.
May he say it.
I was the paper boy too. Everybody knew me. So.
Happy
What happened
Halloween.
here?
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Hey, man, everybody tune in to them. Everybody better be watching some scary movies tonight, man.
What's your
Yup.
favorite? What's your favorite?
Let's go right. Yeah,
scary
what's your
movie?
favorite,
You
man?
watch a scary movie. I'm gonna get in a shower.
Hellraiser.
Nice. That's a
Wait,
good
the
one.
first one? The first one?
Second one.
Classic, man.
The
Hell
first
yeah.
two is the
Those are the
second
best
one,
ones,
yes.
without a doubt.
Classic, man.
And
On
Nightbreed,
Hellraiser, I would go
Nightbreed was
back
good
and-
too.
What is?
Nightbreed. Nightbreed
Well,
was good
Nightbreed,
too.
I did like that.
How
one.
Hellraiser, I'd go in between being
What
scared
about-
and thinking that girl was hot that was on it too.
What?
She used to be, but she ain't hot
Oh,
no more.
what's
And
the
then-
other
Because she
one?
was on that
And then
shit.
you
The
know-
little ball.
Fantastic.
One of them.
Phantasm.
That's a
But
good
I
one.
did, there was one that
Give me another one.
Yeah.
there was one that just came out. The third Terrifier movie. If you guys have seen any of the Terrifiers, you gave me the sign like you probably seen it.
No.
I
You never
did.
seen Terrifier?
Yeah, I
I'm
did.
just gonna tell y'all
I
this.
seen
I know
one
you
and
have.
two.
Man, listen. Go tune into the movies on your Roku TV and go watch Night of the Living Dead. Dog.
There you go.
That's on Roku now?
Return of the Night.
When did that get on there?
And Return of the Night. And
The
listen,
Day of the Dead.
I know what I'm doing when I get home.
them was the
Return of the
only
Dead.
movies. Don't too many movies scare me, but them was the only movies that scared me because the
Oh, yeah, The Return definitely did. Oh, yeah. Just that voice alone still gives me nightmares to this day. Low-key, I was almost shook when I did go see the one I just seen recently. If you don't know who Art the Clown is, when it's all said and done, this dude might be top 5 all-time in horror movie villain characters.
Did you ever have a song like when you was little that used to scare the shit out of you?
Oh,
Man.
we did.
I did for sure.
There was a song that my
Whole Lot of
grandparents...
Love by
Whole Lot of
Zeppelin.
Love.
Wait, that scared you?
When it breaks down that
The chaos.
That wasn't that scary.
It was when you're like 5 years old.
Hell yeah.
I heard that song when I was 5. It didn't scare me. I'll tell you what did
I used
scare
to
me,
think-
though.
But you wasn't abducted by
Well, I
aliens.
wasn't alive back then either when it first came out, but the one song that terrifies me to this day
Scary
is I
shit.
Put a Spell on You.
Bro.
That to this day, I
That
can't
was-
listen to that song. That is
That's
horrifying.
good shit.
And Fire by Arthur Brown. That was just out of this world when I
come
saw
on,
that.
I love
That
Fire.
terrified me, man. I'm sorry.
How about you?
I am the God.
Yeah, Ray, I gotta hear it. I don't even know Rez.
Man, I'm
And
from
I-
look, I'm an 80s baby.
Something scary.
Fire.
Come on.
Thriller, man.
Hey.
That was good.
No, that video was a
Nah,
little bit out
man,
there back in
look.
it was wild.
Look,
a good one.
it traumatized me. and I'm finna tell you why, cause look,
Why?
I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
Oh, wait, I think
you know,
I know
I'm
why.
always saying I want to leave my crowds with that Mike
Oh, yeah,
Jack
just do this.
feeling, right? So, my brothers and sisters, they used to collect a bunch of scary stuff, masks, costumes, posters.
All that shit.
They had a poster of Michael Jackson Thriller, you know, the whole layout
Oh,
where
wait.
they was doing
By
that
the
movie,
graveyard or whatever.
by the graveyard.
Uh-huh.
Right.
This poster was special because the eyes on this
Oh,
poster
lit up.
glow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So you gotta think,
Oh, hell no.
they watching.
Come in, shut out the light, coming in, my
Man,
eyes is
look.
glowing.
Oh, no.
shit.
They watching Return of the Living Dead. They watching
Freddy,
all
Hellraiser.
the
They
good
watching
stuff.
Freddy. They watching
Okay.
all the Halloweens, right?
Friday the
I'm
13th.
6 years old.
That
One,
motherfucker-
I'm not allowed
that
to be
scared the
downstairs
shit
while
out of
they
hell
me,
no.
watching
boy.
scary movies because they know I'm 6. I ain't
You don't
you
need
ain't
to be
finna
watching that.
traumatize me, but you want to send me upstairs with this poster?
You just right.
I just showed my granddaughter the Thriller video, and she wasn't having that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wasn't the
dog.
one scene where he turned around and he like did that terrify her?
As soon as he starts turning into a werewolf, and she
Oh, yep.
done. That
The
was it.
yellow eyes, it was a
I
wrap.
Yeah, shut this off. So.
Yeah,
And,
dog.
and back
Wait, how
then
old
when
your
that
granddaughter?
came out, man, that was the top of the line
That's too early, man.
technology.
I know.
That was real shit,
I
boy.
forgot how
and
scary
what
that
I
shit
liked
was. I
about
was
it
thinking of
was
people dancing
that
and
was
stuff.
actual that was actual makeup artists doing
Uh-huh.
that stuff.
I
Right.
thought it was the guy that did.
Yeah,
some
this
of
wasn't
the very stuff you were
CGI, this
talking
was
about.
the real
It was
deal.
He worked on it. He did work on a couple
And that's
of
what
videos.
made it more real, you know what I
We
mean?
talking like because we used to watch. I used to
Man,
watch
we need to Google that
all
shit.
the stuff
I think
about
George
Michael
Romero
Jackson,
directed
and
it.
I watched the making
And
of
he did
Thriller.
the,
It took them.
It took him a minute for that.
It took them just to do that werewolf on Michael Jackson. Put the yellow eyes and the whiskers and make him really
Hours.
look like that.
Hours.
It took like 8 hours.
It was a
just-
whole shift.
That
Right.
was
to
just
get
to
that
do
man
the
ready.
headpiece.
You had to do 20 minutes of a cut real
Yeah,
quick.
that was
Hell
just
yeah.
that was
All
just
right,
the headpiece.
cut, we're done. Do the same thing tomorrow.
And that wasn't even
Damn.
talking about all the choreograph that went into the video or all of
Ah, wait, hold on. I'm gonna give it a try.
all the
now.
kind of simple special
give it a try.
effects.
That's the
They didn't
fastest
have a
I've
bunch
ever
of bunch of technology at that time with the effects. So
They have
you
fun
had
with that kid.
regular smoke machines.
Yeah, you are.
You probably had, instead of having fans, you probably got somebody in the back with a big giant fan waving it.
But yeah,
Tom, you used to do
know what
that
I'm
made it
stuff,
real.
didn't you, as a stagehand?
Yeah.
I don't know how you do
that
this
shit.
shit, y'all. It's like a Halloween trick in itself. What the heck?
Yeah.
Screaming Jay Hawkins.
Ray,
that
you
was
tried
the
this.
guy's
I don't
name
like
from
this.
Cleveland that did that. I put the spell
What
on
was
you.
your
Put the spell on you.
what was your favorite horror movie? What was the one that effed you up?
Oh, back in the day, and when you go back and look at it, it's so stupid. But I was young, and it was called "It's Alive." It was about these babies that was born. It was like
I know what you're talking
little
about.
demon-looking things, man.
Like
And
back then, I could see why
I was
it
only
was
like
scary,
6
but-
years old when that came out. That shit scared the
saw that at 6?
shit out
Oh,
of me, dude.
hell
At the
no.
drive-in, bro.
Which one?
No, it's gone. It was.
Oh, the one-
It was
oh, the one down here?
about East 30 or whatever the hell it was.
But you seen that at a drive-in? That just make it even worse.
Man, dude.
You want me to tell you what was a dumb
It was
one?
that and Hills Have Eyes. The original.
Oh my
Dude,
God! Yes.
I was
I saw that.
terrified.
I cannot watch
bro.
that to this day because of that,
Terrified after
man.
that
That was
deal.
scary.
You seen the tribute of that? The Hills Have Thighs.
Oh.
The Hills Have that. Yeah, I did see that one. XNXX was wild when they released
Listen,
that.
the Blob, man.
Dude,
that was a scary one.
wow,
That was a
that
good one. That was a
shook
good one.
locked me to my fucking core.
That was a good one. Now I'll tell you the
Right
one.
up, there's a
What
quarter.
was the one with that big demon beast that was chasing everybody? It would
There was
fly.
one.
There was a couple of those. I'm trying to
I
think.
think what it was called. It would fly around. They had it like mounted in a barn.
Who directed the movie? That might be able to help a little bit. You remember?
Jeepers Creepers.
Man, don't get me started.
Yeah.
No.
Jeepers
I'm not gonna be
Creepers.
able to
That was a
sleep
good
tonight
one.
because
That's
you
the
just
one.
brought that man up.
That's a good modern era horror
Jeepers
one.
Creepers.
That
Yeah,
one-
That was a scary movie.
What was even scary is you found out what type of shit the director. My bad, but you found out what type of stuff the director turned out to
What
be
is it
on.
called?
Turned out he was trafficking.
Oh no kidding.
Yeah, he was trafficking.
That's crazy.
The Omen was a good one too.
The Omen
that's a
was
good
definitely
classic.
good.
Alien.
Okay, so
What
getting
about-
into that vein, I saw there was a place in Cleveland. It was called Beware Video, and you could go in there and you could find stuff like Faces of Death and all the different variations of that came out because there were a bunch of them, and all the zombie movies, and all that really weird stuff, and shit. Hills Have Eyes was there. There was a special cut of that, and then there was the last house on the left, and it was like a director's cut. That's Wes Craven's baby.
Wrong turn.
That's his first one. And,
Oh, yeah.
And that movie's all about revenge. And the first, I don't know, it really is a screws with your head kind of movie because the first of it's just this kind of silly little, it's almost like low budget porno where these girls leave with some strangers and then
Yep.
they violently kill them. And the propaganda was great how they pitched the movie. Because they were saying people were passing out while they were watching it when they were gutting that girl or whatever. It's only a movie. It's only a movie.
Yeah.
It's only a movie.
They had
You
to
know,
advertise that
to get in your head. You know,
Right.
and it worked like a charm as a really heavy movie. And I watched it with my brother in Cleveland the first time, and he had a similar reaction to me. It was like it made him mad. You know, and he didn't want to watch the rest of the movie after that part of it. It's like, shit, I've seen enough, man. I'm pissed off now, kind of in a way, you know? 'cause
That was the same thing with Terrifier. People were getting so
And
mad at
then
some
it-
stuff that was happening, they walked out the movie within like 10 minutes.
It turns, and they go to the family's house, and the family gets revenge, and it's great. It's like I Spit on Your Grave. That's another really violent classic that has some real hardcore subject matter in it.
Conjuring is one too. Conjuring 1 and 2.
The first two right there is all you need, but anything past that, it was
Listen
just
here,
corny.
I'm not scared of movies, but I ain't. I
about
don't,
Friday
I
the
don't watch
13th?
the
I'm
movies
not
in the
fucking with that
dark,
movie.
dog.
What about Friday the 13th?
Thing
That's
about
another
them
heavy one.
movies is
That's just- that's
real
more or less-
shit. You know what I mean? That ain't just some scripted.
No, that was real
shit
shit
movies
for that
is based
one.
off of real life
That's the
events,
scariest
dog.
one.
I
Based
was
off
like,
a true story. That right there.
Amityville horror movie.
Nah,
back
bro.
in the day.
Scariest one. I'm good.
Sir, nah, bro. I'm good.
That one scared me too back
Yeah,
in the day.
Amityville because it was real, and that was that was the marketing thing. I remember watching it, going, "Man, I hope that don't happen in my house." You
Yeah.
know, like,
You
Well,
gotta
I
be
mean-
prepared if it does.
I think the book, did the book come out first? I think the book
Yeah,
came
the
out
book
first.
came out first.
It was
And
one
that
of
is a terrifying book. I'm a reader, man, and I read that my senior year in high school, and every time I went home, I looked
It
at the
was much
second
worse
floor
than
for
the
those
movie.
red
You were
eyes
reading
looking
that?
out at me, man.
Did you
Oh,
read that
yeah.
for pleasure for high school? Was that like an assignment you had to read that book for in high school?
No, I read it because I wanted to read it.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I,
they letting kids read that. That's what I thought.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It
That's
didn't bother
classic.
me.
Great one.
Oh, that's a
Classic.
good one.
Look,
Yeah.
it didn't bother me until I found out it was based
The
on
real shit.
Yeah, there was somebody that was really doing that
It
shit.
was based on a couple that they
Loose
kind
It
of
was a
put
couple
together.
of
Based
them
off
that was
of-
doing that. They
Wow.
put it
They-
together.
that makes it worse. There was two of them doing it.
But
Right.
they interviewed Toby Hooper, the director of that, and he said something really chilling that some guy pulled him aside at like a film festival or something and showed him some real stuff. And it, like, you could tell when he was telling the story, like, it really screwed him up seeing
Hell
it,
yeah.
man.
One of
Yeah.
my favorites, though. How about it's newer, but not newer, but
Well, which one?
Dusk Till Dawn.
Man,
How
oh,
about
my
that
God.
twist, boy?
Yeah,
That
was
nobody saw
great.
that coming at all.
that's right.
I was even sitting
That's a
there in
good
that
one.
scene. If you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it, but I was just sitting in that scene. I
It's
was like,
what the
My jaw
man.
dropped. I couldn't believe what I
Oh
was
yeah,
seeing
that
the
was
whole
a
time.
twist. From,
And you know what?
it was
We're
like a ball
forgetting-
bat hitting you between the eyes.
We're forgetting an obvious one, though. The whole Scream franchise. Those are all kind of good in their own right.
hell yeah.
And Saw.
Saw, I would give it the first two, maybe the first three. Maybe.
Did y'all see The Circle
No, Circle was wild.
with Chris Rock?
Yes, that
That's the
was
latest one.
the latest one.
It was like a
It was good.
It's a comedy
He was a
horror, I think.
detective, and
no, it was yeah, he was a detective.
It was good.
It was almost like a Saw copycat.
There was a lot of stuff that he did
How
borrow
about
from
them
Saw in
ones?
that movie.
What's that?
Smile, that new one.
That one was fantastic. That's actually Jack
The
Nicholson's
Ring.
son
A
in the
lot of
most
people
recent
got
one.
scared by that
Yeah,
one.
I wanna
What,
see
You
it.
can see
Rain?
like the
Yeah.
smile like his dad.
I want to see both of them.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
if you
Rain
haven't seen
was-
the
I
first one,
saw
see the
Rain,
first
too.
one and then go see the second.
Oh,
if
I
you do
am.
that, you're gonna be lost.
Right.
The Entity. I don't know if you guys saw that. It wasn't
a good
big-
one.
I saw
Yeah.
bits and pieces of Entity.
It
That was
follows.
a real one too, which is
Hey,
Yeah, that's why I didn't bother with that one because it was real.
A sneaky one was The Sixth Sense.
That
follows.
it
Yeah, I like
crept
that
up
a lot,
on you a
too.
little
It
bit
was,
with that one. It
because
did.
you wasn't expecting that.
Hell no.
No,
M. Night
absolutely
Shyamalan
not.
is a genius, man. I
You
love
wasn't
that movie.
expecting that. Not at all.
people.
And
Oh, hell yeah.
And Bruce Willis is always known to play big action star and punch
And the
you
fact
in your
that he
throat.
branched it off and did that and
Hey, shout out to Bruce Willis, who
Yes.
whatever's going on with you right now,
awesome.
Bruce, we love you, brother.
Mad
He
love.
ain't doing too good right now.
Hey man, we
Yeah,
need to make.
right.
Hey, I want to make a horror movie.
Of course,
I knew you was gonna say that.
I do too.
I'm serious.
You know.
I believe it.
I'm kind of torn.
Man,
I got a
work in
horror
haunted
movie character,
house.
Smile. Let me do
It's
this real
on-
quick here.
We made some horror movies.
I always loved the Leatherface character kicking that door open. That scene in the movie where that guy starts to get
Oh, that's
away
the
and
one
that
scene
door
everybody
gets
brings up
jerked
when he
open
kicks
and he
it, right.
grabs
It's on
him
porn.
The one
and
scene
hits
everybody
him,
bring up.
and then pulls him
the
back
horror
through that
movies.
door and slams that door shut. Ooh, that's
But
freaky,
since we're on this
man.
up,
I
I
did like the
we made
old
horror
grandma
mo-
in the attic that was sipping the blood. You know.
We made-
oh
we-
my god, that
we
was
I
made-
want to be the psycho killer.
Jesus.
Oh,
Shit, I
that
got the
movie-
face of one. I was told
that
that back in
movie
high
was
school.
wild.
So
Going on
give me
here?
a character for it.
Everybody's
I'll play
talking
that role.
about- We
Yeah,
made
my-
horror movies. They're on Pornhub.
My mom raised me
the
on
wrong kind of
Hitchcock,
horror,
so
man.
like
Why'd you put him there instead of XNXX? That's
Spelled
where the real money's at.
I saw Psycho at
it's just-
Halloween with my mom. That was a good
The
one.
first thing I could think of.
Psycho.
Yeah.
Hang on, I
And
forgot.
she
That
turned
was
me
a
on
good
to the
one.
first Night of the Living Dead too. She goes, "These are the ones I watched when I was young." Yeah,
And you know that Friday the 13th did damage to me too. Now that you mentioned it,
Part
first
3
one
in
because of the
3D,
woods,
man,
man.
was so.
the woods shit that made me scared of the woods.
It's a real Crystal Lake too, ain't it?
Yeah, there is.
Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah.
There is a real
Hey,
Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake can be anywhere you want it to.
And I don't-
But they actually filmed at a place that was named after that movie.
I don't know if it's the first or second episode with
one?
me, but there's a story where Larry, my brother, and them scared the shit out of me with this dude with a wolf man,
hell
costume
no.
thing, man. They had this like tree fort thing way up in this tree where they go smoke weed and shit and try to get away from me and everybody else, us littler kids. And I followed them in there one day, and they're like, "Oh yeah," and then dude's like, "Oh, I gotta take off," and he goes home and shit and puts this goes home and puts this plaid shirt on and gets the thing and the mask and shit. And meanwhile, they're gaslighting me. They're like, "Yeah, man, there's a wolf thing around here, man. It's a guy he's got a plaid shirt, man, and blah, blah, blah." And then they're like,
They set you up.
"Oh, shit, there he is." And they're like, they jump down and they're gone, shit. And I'm like,
Done left your
like-
ass there.
looking like fucking 8 years old. Yeah, I was.
Oh, at 8? That's terrible to do.
Oh,
that.
they
It doesn't-
scared the shit out of me.
Did you
with
ever
that
get
one,
them
boy.
back, though? That's what I want. Did you ever get them back?
Oh, I'm sure. Somehow, some way.
If we're bringing up horror movie characters, I got to get this one out real quick. Candyman. I'm still traumatized by that character to
a
this
good one.
day. It's a good one, but the fact he had that big meat hook, it was the wasp or whatever was coming out of his mouth and stuff
I like
that.
the story better.
The story was probably one of the better
I think the
horror movie storylines. But just the fact he had that big meat cleaver is what scared me.
Are you willing to go in the bathroom and shut the lights?
It's
off
all
right
for
now?
No,
you,
I'll tell you
Damien.
something real quick. I had it.
It's all for you, Damien.
I had a
It's all for
cousin
you.
that tried to
Y'all
stomach
seen that movie, The
Candyman.
Nun?
Oh, the nun was crazy.
Eee. That's a scary
That
nun
movie, The
from here for
Nun, it
Halloween.
is
Horrifying.
it is
Creepy.
creepy. It is very creepy.
It's how you viewed the
Yes.
nuns in Catholic school back in the day.
Because it got stuff to do with
It's like
the
a Marilyn
Catholic-
Manson video.
That they
Oh, hell,
got
that's
one
any of them.
and two.
Oh, shit.
They got one and two.
First one was better.
They are
First one was a hell of a lot better.
Scariest thing I ever seen in my life was my mom. I mean, there
Leave
ain't
your mama out of it, man.
nothing.
That's messed up. Leave your
Nothing.
mama
No,
out of
you
it.
don't know. You don't know. But these guys know. But yeah, that's the scariest thing I ever seen.
You want to know what was a scary one?
But
The Grudge.
oh yeah, that is
yeah,
a good
that
one. That's a
was-
scary one too.
The Grudge was a scary one. when they crawled out the TV, I was done.
I was done
Dead.
at that point too. I was like,
Evil Dead.
I didn't turn the TV.
Yeah, Evil Dead is
was a good
crazy.
one.
It
Yeah,
had some
that was.
funny parts though.
It did.
Insidious was.
And I like the second
Insidious was a
one.
good one.
Yeah, see,
It's a kind of
Insidious was
remake
good.
of the first, but it was good. And then the
Like
Silly Army of
skeletons are
Darkness was
dancing and
great.
stuff.
That one was
Oh,
rather
yeah.
silly though. They tried to.
But it was good.
It was
the whole
good, though.
boomstick line, you know. This
That's
is
the
my
thing with a lot of horror
boomstick.
movies. Well, that's the thing with a lot of horror movies nowadays is that they have the gore there, but they don't necessarily have the good storyline to go
Right,
with it. And that's what separates the
They be
good ones
crappy,
from.
man.
The storyline don't make no sense. Are you
Listen,
just
I
trying to
don't-
get straight to the killing?
I done seen so many B movies on
Those ain't even.
Toxic
man.
Avenger.
Tubi.
What did you guys
Tubi
think
got
of-
so many shitty horror movies. It's not even a joke.
What about the Rob Zombie movies?
Yes,
Rob
I love-
absolutely
Oh,
kills
he's-
it with
yeah,
his
he's
horror
bad.
movies.
That's my
He
favorite.
kills it with those.
That's my.
Yeah.
That
I'll
lady
give it to
Karen
him.
Black,
House
was
of-
she in the house on
Yes,
the left?
House
She
of a
was in the
Thousand
House of
Corpses
Corpses.
is my
Rob
favorite.
That dude
Zombie
killed it, man.
Rob
And
Zombie
Karen Black.
and,
I saw Satan's
else?
School for
and,
Girls back in the 70s, man.
Rob
and that
Zombie
was a
and
heavy
Quentin
horror movie,
Tarantino.
man.
They got
Yeah.
the movies thing
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Children
yeah,
shouldn't
undoubtedly.
play with dead things.
There is no.
No, Jordan Poole does have it down too, but you wouldn't have thought that for his comedy background. Come on, man.
Not like Quentin Tarantino.
No, not like Quentin, but
Yeah.
that's a different level. I'm talking like
That
Hey, man.
he knows how
He's
to
a
make horror
different
movies,
cat.
but that's
that
another level
man,
of what he does.
He makes
He
horror
knows how to
movies.
build tension.
Yeah,
man.
like the
Exactly,
Devil's
that's
Rejects.
Oh,
Good
man.
stuff.
He know how to make movies, man. He
How about Hostel?
knows
How about
how to
Hostel?
make
That's the
movies.
one I was trying to
Oh,
think of.
Hostel.
yeah, that's a good
I
one.
was sitting there going, damn, what's the name of that? What's the name of that?
That's
Yep,
another
that
one
was
that
crazy.
kind of really messes
Did you ever
with your
see
head.
that one where it's like this elevator and it starts off with a bunch of food and it goes down and the first people get
Oh.
some, it goes down. and they go all
Oh
the way
my
down.
God!
Man.
That's called. Oh my goodness.
I know the movie he's talking about, but that just scene right
That's
there, I
crazy,
turned it off
bro.
after
Oh,
that.
listen, I just
Couldn't
thought
do it.
of a part
That's
of
wild,
a movie
dude.
franchise that we haven't talked about, but
Which one?
these kids would put on these pumpkin masks and watch TV. It was Halloween. It was like Halloween 3 or 4, and then their head would melt and turn into maggots. I come home from school and watch that one day. I was like,
But I tell you, another
scared
good
the
one
crap
was
out of me.
Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead. I was
Oh, yeah,
just getting
yeah.
ready to say it.
That was
Boy. that one scared the shit right out of me, man.
Lance had
It
that
scared my
salute.
brother, that's for sure.
And I was older, man. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Oh no, he was 15, I was 18. We saw that. We're like, nope, we're good.
Man, 6 Degrees of Bruce Willis, The Color of Night, where he did full frontal nudity. It was that whole psycho back and forth where that
I
girl
didn't see
played
that
two
one.
roles.
that's probably
I
your
didn't
favorite
see
part.
that.
wasn't it?
Ooh, Jane
Ed
March.
talked about
And if
that
he's
for
up there
weeks.
missed a
full
great
frontal
movie.
nudity, I don't want to see that.
Sorry.
Ed talked about that
So
for
did
weeks.
she,
I don't wanna
though.
see Bru-
So
I don't
did
wanna see
she,
Bruce
and she did it
Willis
all
naked.
through the
Never.
movie, so it was great. It was worth seeing.
Wait, who did? What was the
Jane
name?
March.
Jane March.
Ah,
Is that Groucho's
okay.
daughter or no?
She was just
If
beautiful.
you
I think it was
told her
either
she had a
daughter or
great
his
body,
niece.
would she
I
hold
can't
her
Jane,
with
if
you?
you're still alive and unattached, look me up.
If she was
Shoot
hot,
your
that's
shot,
the line
why
I
not?
would use. That's
What
it.
about you guys? You guys ever seen UFOs, Bigfoots, any crazy shit?
There have been plenty of times with the movies and whenever I be out fishing over at Berlin.
Yep.
Yeah, you see some.
Especially my
Berlin.
grandpa back in the day. He always swore there was this big hairy thing coming on that little island when you go down the
Yeah.
little bridge.
Uh-huh.
I didn't believe him at first, but he took me out there midnight fishing when I was, I think I want to say like 9 or 10. The statute of limitations is up on this. He's not around, so it's whatever. I swear to God, we heard doom, doom, doom. I looked over. He shone the flashlight. We caught a glimpse of something big and hairy, and it didn't look like a bear.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "You believe me now?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Can we go home now?
No, he
Shit,
said we're gonna
kinda
stay
like
out
a
here till we catch
banana.
something. We didn't catch anything at that point. I don't think we got back until like 4 a.m. and my
I
grandma
done
was about ready to
I
shoot
done
him.
seen odd light
Oh, hell
formations
yeah.
in the sky.
UFOs.
That
That's
I
all
knew
it
for
is.
fact was not a plane.
Hell
was
no.
not a helicopter. Was not a commuter plane.
It's a
LSD?
UFO. That's what
Not
that
a
is.
Well, I mean, they admit it now.
UAP.
Oh,
They
well,
say
we've been
so.
known that.
Right.
We've all been known the UFOs existed. They just announced it. It's like,
Psychedelic
I
oh,
still,
something else.
I'm under the. My belief is that 80% of what we see that we can't
Alien.
explain is our own government.
Wrong.
I could put there. You could.
The
that's
rest
probably
of it's
reasonable.
probably.
It's what they
Yeah.
launch out of Area 51.
I
That's
believe
it.
that.
Yeah, I believe that
believe
too.
And the rest is possibly. I watched the documentary that lady made a damn good argument about how she seems to think that all these other UFOs and UAPs that aren't our governments and other governments and yada yada yada, that these cats are living like under the water and inside the earth and all this stuff, because obviously when they've been visiting us forever, but
Interdimensional
when we
beings.
first popped that first nuclear bomb, that's when they got like, hey, whoa.
Yep.
She goes, if they lived
part.
hundreds of thousands of light years away, why would they give a shit?
I
But
disagree.
if they're actually here, but yeah,
Just a
Makes
little
sense to me.
banana oil.
right. But I'm just saying, there was more things she said, but it was like, it was a bunch of interesting
There's a lot
little
of pilots
points
that say that they've seen UFOs
coming
Oh,
out of the
hell
water.
yeah.
come up out of the ocean.
Mr.
But she had more
We're looking in the wrong area for him.
That's just one example, and I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Because it do make sense when you think
This how
about
and
it.
look, this is how I look at it. Technology is amazing, right? Now,
Especially in the last 100 years.
you see all these movies that they making,
Like
and
50.
a lot of the movies that they making, whether it's military or
telling you.
anything,
They're warning you about something.
They
Programming.
showing you stuff, and you like,
You need to know
Okay.
you thinking in your head like, when the government.
Oh, your
got that.
subconscious is thinking it
They've
for you.
been
Don't
had
Yeah,
worry
yeah, they've
about
had it
it.
forever.
That's
Your
old
subconscious has
information.
The government. Got
They
that.
just now admitted it. We sat there like, it was
How
cool.
they
We already knew
showed-
that.
Just
Like-
sit back and eat all
like
this
that-
fried
like
food
the
we
Kong
fried up
movie,
and
right?
suppressed MSG.
that
Shrivel up your
King
nuts.
Kong, the new King Kong.
Remember the old movie,
that
the
movie.
Car? Anyway, King Kong.
Christine.
Oh, with Stephen King,
like
Christine.
that movie.
Christine.
In that, in
Hitcher.
in
The
a part of the movie,
Oh, okay.
right? In a part of the in a
That's
part
a
of the
good one.
movie,
You remember
they
The
show
Hitcher?
you the inner Earth, and
Yeah.
they show you how the ecosystem is and how everything else has changed. Now, if they doing this CGI, however they doing it, you think they ain't
Green screen, like we have
you
the
think they
toilets.
ain't
Right
actually?
here.
You think they ain't actually tapped into something like
No,
that?
of course they have.
The government is tapping into stuff.
All
and,
of it.
Life imitates
What's that,
art.
Cooper?
That's what it comes down to. Life imitates art.
This is
if
for
they can make a
entertainment
rail
purposes
gun,
only. It's all bullshit.
look, if they can make
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
If they can make a rail gun, they can make a motherfucking, pardon my French, they can make a UFO.
How very
course they
Francais of
can.
you.
They can build a UFO. They
Yeah,
have the
you
materials
Francis.
to build a UFO. They got the jets to be.
The
you see,
UFOs.
the one jet they got, it lifts completely off the ground.
Yeah,
You're
like
talking
this.
about the fighter
And
jet.
then it
Harrier,
go.
yeah.
So
Harrier.
if that fighter jet can lift completely up off the ground
think
like
they can't
that,
do
Yeah,
that
but
with
that's
UFO?
that's still thrust power. They got.
They may have that with it. You never know.
They're not
It's
using
too much
thrust power
thrust.
in them things. That's a whole
The
different
technology that you don't know about
anti-gravity.
is
Right.
energy. Like when people talk about jumping planes of energy or whatever, like their life change.
Well,
There's things that
Yeah.
that you're not privy to that,
a
that
good acid
exist. Yeah, well, they exist, and some of the stuff is actually patented. And if you know where to look,
Right.
you can actually find the patents.
Right.
like
Yeah.
the cryo chambers.
Exactly.
Oh,
The
yeah.
cryo chambers. You only seen cryo chambers in movies, and now all of
They
a sudden,
exist.
and now
They've
all
been
of
there.
a sudden,
They put
you
Walt
can
Disney in one of them.
you can
I'll
buy
got right
one.
underneath the
Hey,
kingdom over
there's one in
the
Belgium.
one in Florida. They got them under there.
You can buy one.
Hell
Say,
yeah.
okay, put me in a cryo chamber till
Wake me back up when they
wake
get
me
a
back
cure.
up when yeah.
Now, what did he say in that one sketch of Family Guy? Are they still alive? No, put me back in.
How does Family Guy predict everything? by the
The
way?
Family Guy predicts everything. Simpsons predict
Simpsons.
everything because Matt
Yeah, that's
Groening
what I
and
meant,
Seth
Simpsons.
MacFarlane are time travelers. They know what's
Gotta be.
coming. They have to be, especially
possible.
Groening.
Something.
How
It
much stuff
definitely
has Simpsons
seems that
predicted
way,
over the
don't
They
years?
do.
They know what's going on.
Like everything. Like
Yeah.
predicted like everything.
Everything the
Nuts.
Simpsons, everything the Simpsons
but
done
he
talked
know
about,
well.
it has happened,
It has happened,
or it's
I mean,
finna happen.
Yeah.
or some variation of it happened.
So-
They try to disguise.
and
it.
one
So
of the-
what?
one of
What
the
did they
things going
predict
on-
that was right on the money?
Huh?
What did they
There's
predict that was right on
There's
the
all
money?
kinds
What
of
haven't
shit
they
you-
predicted that's
yeah.
right on the money?
There's like
What
videos
haven't they
made of
predicted?
that.
It's
You have to
been a
watch
lot.
them on
You
They
gotta go
predicted
on
the
YouTube
Ebola.
and check all that out. It's crazy.
It's
actually.
been a
P.
lot,
Diddy.
man.
Actually,
Yeah,
the
they-
recent one.
banana
Because there was
oil.
one artist they had on there doing that stuff, and they end up predicting that.
The falling of the towers.
Right? The towers.
The
yep.
diseases
They
that it
showed-
does
Oh, I
spread
didn't
and all
see
that.
that.
They showed
because
Trump coming down
you
them
know,
stairs from the
diseases.
first
And
they
election.
had
and all
right,
that.
they
Yeah.
had
Even
that.
that. Even
They
that.
showed
How
that
do you do
whole Trump situation.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
showed that,
Yeah.
and then that happened.
Right?
They-
They
They
I don't
showed
know.
Lisa as president. and
Okay,
we'll see
but I
what
gotta
happens.
play. I gotta play devil's advocate. So you're old enough to remember, and you kinda too. Britney Spears, the video where she's in the red cat suit. Did she have the microphone in her mouth or not?
Oh hell, I can't remember.
It was
that.
on a headpiece.
I thought she had
you
a
don't remember?
headpiece.
I know
Do
what
you
you're talking
remember?
about, but I can't
I
remember.
thought she had a headpiece.
I,
Personally.
did too. I do too. How about you? Do you remember that video?
yeah,
She
I
looked real
remember that
foxy
video.
in it.
Right.
What about it? What's the
Did she
significance?
have the headpiece in it?
I
when
don't
you-
know.
Head
You
mic.
remember that? You remember the head mic?
I didn't watch
That was a
any
real
Britney Spears.
effing oddity when that came out. Nobody was wearing those anymore.
She
They
had a
kind
head
of sucked.
mic. Yeah, she had a head mic.
That's right.
She had a
Yep,
head mic.
that's right. She
Right.
did. I had
She
a
didn't
thing
have
to
no
say.
Why?
mic in her
What's
hand.
the-
She had a
what's
head
Now,
mic.
see it like how
What's
you
the
have it
thing?
with
He's
the-
remembering it now.
What's the
But-
significance about it?
So they're saying that it's not there. There's videos of her doing that video and there's no head mic. But there's a shit ton of toys that have come out and there's a head mic. So they're like, okay, what's going on here?
Well, that's
so
that Mandela
there's
effect thing.
I was
well,
just
no,
about to say, it could be, though.
it's also MK Ultra effect where they're effing with your head to see how far they can go.
Could be.
Could be though.
So when you talk about
it's predictive
UFOs,
programming on a whole nother level.
UFOs.
right?
5D chess.
UFOs and Bigfoot. When you look at Indians, Native American Indians, right? They have
Hey.
eagles, bears, buffaloes,
Serpents.
right? All the things that actually exist. But they also had cigar-shaped vessels in the sky,
Yep.
Yes, they
Round
did,
right?
ones.
right? And they had Bigfoots. Right,
Yeah,
so
they
why would they make that up?
And you
They
know
didn't
what
make
amazes
up
me?
Frankenstein's. They didn't have, you know
Hey,
what I'm
there's
saying?
stuff written in books
You
where
know
they
what
traded
freaks
with
me
them.
out about it is they actually had planets carved in there and they was round. They didn't look like a plate or a turtle's back.
Right. Yeah, there was. There's
Wyatt
things that are
Turtle's back.
compelling.
Mr. John May.
There's some compelling things.
You
in
go get a
history
phone call
when-
tonight.
It is.
You know, them flat earthers.
Well, the turtles.
I want to put them on a
important.
TV show so that
Right.
just to see what happens.
No, there's if you go on YouTube and look up Flat Earther Dave versus somebody.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I wish he'd shut that.
Y'all got any plans for Christmas? What y'all doing?
Thanksgiving holiday plans? What y'all got
Thanksgiving
going on,
holiday
man?
plans?
Nothing.
You know what?
What
I
about
don't-
Halloween? It's coming tomorrow, the weekend. What y'all
No,
doing?
man.
I'm going
Nope,
trick or treating with my
nope,
kids.
I got too much shit going on.
Nope.
Well,
Actually-
my kids.
I don't know if it's Thanksgiving or Christmas. We have dinner down at my aunt's, which is one block down, which used to be my grandparents.
Oh, she got it.
The
Okay.
next block over.
I'm trying to cook a whole buffalo.
How is that
A
for
whole
you?
buffalo.
A whole buffalo.
Are you
If y'all
shitting
never
me?
had this man's cooking before, you need to bless
Are
your
you for
taste
real?
buds.
Yeah.
You put like an apple in its
yeah.
mouth like
Man,
a
you
pig
better-
or what?
I'm coming over, man.
serious,
For real,
man.
bro.
You need to come over to his barbecues. They
I
be
get
lit.
down,
bro.
man.
Send me.
Oh yeah, man.
Tom's a
don't-
germaphobe.
Man,
I forgot
yeah.
to tell you know.
We gotta have fun with that.
Oh,
One
for
of
sure.
one of the businesses we run up under over there at the studio is RJ's Yummy for Your Tummy. We do
Yummy
special
for your
we
tummy.
do special catering. It is it is
When I tell y'all
something
that slaps.
serious, man.
It is serious food, y'all.
It's
Y'all gotta
something
try it.
serious.
Speaking of special catering,
I'm
don't
hungry for some
forget
barbecue.
Gattuso's
Yeah,
has a
tummy.
Toys for Tots box there. Bring something down, donate. It was pretty
Yeah,
Pretty
drop it in the
shallow
box.
last
Drop it in the
year.
box. Bless these kids that's not
That
unfortunate.
box is
Come
empty.
on,
Tell
man.
him, Tom.
Well, it's
Don't
empty
be
right
nice
now.
about it. Tell him.
It's
Fill
not
that
empty
thing
no
Empty
more.
up.
right now, but
Yummy for your tummy. What's it
Yeah,
called
man.
again?
RJ's Food for Your Tummy.
RJ's. Do they deliver?
We can.
Nice.
It either be me or my brother, one of the two.
RJ's. What's on the menu at RJ's?
We do everything. We do Southern cooking. We do Creole cooking. We do,
What's that mean?
where can I
Creole
find this?
just
Just on
let me
social-
know.
Oh, just you personally?
Yeah, just let me
Okay.
He's getting excited.
I had a Creole
Man, we
deep
get
fried
started
turkey
talking about
one time. It was
food.
the bomb.
I think they call that the munchie spot.
Because that's what we like to
Oh
do.
yeah, we all definitely got
that's-
the munchies right now.
My mom always told me if I wasn't gonna be an artist, I was gonna be a chef.
Yeah, but chef is an artist. You're still creating and using
Yeah,
recipes
absolutely.
and
There
all
you
that.
go. There you go.
Yeah,
My pizza's the shit.
Just a different chef.
Yo, ribs are definitely the shit though too, Ray. I can
yeah.
I can
Love
vouch
me
for
some
that.
ribs,
I could
man.
do some pretty
I need
good
some
ribs myself.
I can too.
want
Where's
some
that
ribs
picture
right
I got
now.
right
I'm
here?
sorry,
I'll show
but
y'all
my
this real
pizza's
quick
high
here.
gluten. High gluten, baby.
We need some 24-hour rib joints. in
That always
Canton
makes it
right
chewy.
now.
I love
Hell
You know
it.
yeah.
what we do?
I'm telling you what.
Hell
Where's
yeah.
it at? I gotta find this here real quick because I think you may have
do.
showed you that picture.
We do.
Yeah.
And
I
That,
cook
you
it, too.
know,
I'll be
that
doing
would
breakfast
kill,
right here.
dude. Honestly.
Nice.
If you had a
I'll show you this.
24-hour barbecue, bro, it would be it.
A 24-hour
Do it like
barbecue.
they
Do you
do
know how
them
big people would be if
cookout.
they had that?
You know
Dude,
that franchise
I'm
cookout
telling
that's
you
in the
right
South.
now,
Where
I
you
would
Yeah.
definitely gain like 20 pounds. with
And we
that.
thought
Dude.
about it, like I had thought about it,
Wow,
like
that's
I
a
had sat down with
damn good
I sat
idea,
down with my
dude.
brother, and we was thinking about getting a small kitchen that only with only like 5
Takeout
or
or
6
something like
tables,
that,
just
yeah.
real window takeout stuff.
Get one of them
But
trucks.
the kitchen had to be really,
That's what I
really
said, too.
big.
I told him that
because
too.
because I love being all over the kitchen when I'm cooking and stuff like that.
Oh
so
yeah.
we still looking for one. So as soon as I find one that's affordable, I'm definitely going.
If anybody
gonna
on
make
there can
RJ's
find a building
really
for him,
public
hit him up.
because I do, like I say, I do most of the cooking in my household, so I have
too.
to
I do
cater to.
I'm gonna have to order some food
I
on
do
the way
most of
home.
the cooking in
I
my
have to
household.
cater,
Right
you know
now.
what I'm saying? And we only cook when people
Damn
order.
Keebler Elves moved
So
out
it
on me.
ain't like we just got food in the refrigerator in aluminum foil. No,
It's all fresh.
you know what I'm saying. You
Oh,
say,
yeah,
hey,
it's
I
up.
want some ribs.
Going to
or
a
this,
place and you
like,
see
boom.
the GFS truck out back, the Gordon Food Services with everything
Yeah.
frozen, and you hear a
Right.
microwave
No,
beeping like, man, I ain't trying to go pain
it's
you.
not.
We don't do that.
all like that.
That ain't with him. We
Yeah,
don't do that.
I get up early morning when
got
we
some good stuff
days
there. I gotta
days
shout
we
the
are
FS out.
cooking.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Sometimes I just go to the store and see, like, oh, okay, we're having that today. And then go to the meat, buy that
Start right
first.
there.
Right. That's
And
what I
then
get at
pick out what
GFS.
you're going to go with it.
it's usually scheduled. So like I sit down with my
go
brother
get
and he be like, "Hey, we cooking this month? Yeah, we cooking this
That's what
month.
we
Well,
doing.
how many weekends we cooking? If it's 3, we'll cook maybe 2, but we only cook on them Saturdays. So, but when we cook, it'll be a list of stuff. So he might throw it because I'm allergic to seafood. So when
What's
he-
that
I
mean?
don't
Like,
mess
if you
with
get
it either.
So
if you
when
get
he
s-
cooking like people will order like they won't.
Fish.
People do order lobster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
I love lobster.
They
Brother,
do.
lobster
They
like
do
crazy,
order
though.
crab. He do it, and that's what he does. He knows how to cook that stuff, but he knows that I'm allergic to it, so he cooks that out back. So I kind of handle like
Meat.
the ribs, the chicken. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
He's teetering at he at me because he want me to tell him what my what the season was.
recipes is?
Yeah, because I'm
You ain't telling him that. He been asking forever.
I know.
I don't
'Cause
even
I'm
know
work-
what's in there.
because I'm working on a bag. I'm working on an all-season bag you can use for all kinds of. You can use for fish. You can use for pork. You can use for beef. You can use for lamb. It's an all-season bag.
There's
like
some classic seasonings.
like you know
that
how you
people
got the
aren't
like
hip
you know
to
how you got the bag. You throw your turkey in, and you can just throw the whole turkey in the
Right.
oven, and when it's done, the bag will cook off. Well, I'm trying to come up with a bag like that
bag.
where wash the meat off.
Einstein,
get your meat
man.
out, take the meat out the pack, wash it off like you're
Oh, it's a
supposed
science
to do,
for
and
this
just
cooking.
throw it in this bag and just throw it in the oven. When it come out, it's gonna be exactly the way you want it to be. It's
Man.
gonna be tender,
I can be your
falling
guinea
apart.
pig to test out
Stuff
the
like
different, formulas.
He be mad. That's my brother. We've been doing it since my mom passed away, rest her soul. But he be at me like, when you gonna tell me the secret, man? Come on, man. What's in the bag? And when I am seasoning the food, I'm always looking over my shoulder. Like,
Well, it's now that he can see over your
You
shoulder.
got like a SpongeBob and Plankton thing going on.
You mean a Mr.
But-
Krabs and Plankton?
Yeah.
But us together, we
It's a lethal combination.
man, we
undoubtedly.
move a lot of food in on one Saturday. On one Saturday, we'll make
You had like a whole
$1,000
stack the one day I was over there.
easy, $2,000 easy,
That's crazy.
and that's not food
I'm
pre-made.
over here hungry now.
That's
boy.
somebody
Dang.
put.
That's the munchies
That's
kicking in.
somebody
Damn.
putting in the order,
My bad,
and I
y'all.
go and get the ribs, and I just throw. And I
Now,
throw
did
the
you
ribs
already
on
order
there.
this food to be delivered on set while
I'll
we're
tell
doing
you
this
right
for a TED
now,
live
if
tasting?
there was a 24-hour barbecue,
Hey,
as
you
soon as
wanna
this
know what-
show's over, I'll be on my way.
Hey, you want to know what? We can do another podcast, and I'll bring it all over here and cook it in front of your
hell
face.
yeah.
Yes. I'm in.
Be all
We'll
day
put it
scenario.
I'll show you how we exactly get down, and
Hell
you'll
yeah.
taste. It'll come all off the grill or
Drinking
however
some
y'all want
sauce
it to cook. Whatever
and
y'all
tasting some
want.
barbecue
Y'all
sauce.
figure out what menu y'all want and just send it to me, and we'll put it together and we'll do it over
I
here.
got it.
Right on. Bet.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
we
serious.
can do that.
We get down.
And
get
I'm
down,
glad that
get
we
down.
had this discussion because just last time
What-
that you
what-
were here that we were talking about doing the show, eating out. Eating out with Tom, Ed, and
I'm
I.
telling you, we'll
That'd
get
be a
down,
little
we'll get
different,
down.
though.
We love eating
A lot
out.
of seafood on that show.
Because we
Lot
do
of
a
it.
lot
I
of
don't mess
videos.
with seafood.
We do
Yeah.
a lot of
Man, I love
videos.
That's
we
funny.
got
They're
a,
sitting by each other.
we got a
too.
whole page of RJ's food for your tummy that got a million pictures. We got a ton of pictures of all the stuff we involved in as far as cooking wise. It is amazing. You'll be surprised at some of the stuff we get down and cook over there, man.
I gotta ask you, as a germaphobe, like how, as like a diehard germaphobe, how hard is it for you to go out and eat where someone else's
It's super hard.
hands.
Man, don't get me started on that.
Freaks me out. That's why you don't see me eating out too much, do you?
You don't know who was
I
at
don't
that table.
trust
ate
That's
that
That's why you go to that
You have no
restaurant
idea.
where you can see them
I don't trust nobody.
Hell no.
I even got a problem with them cooking on the spot in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Because you don't know.
You don't know if they wash their
Nothing,
hands or
man.
not.
Listen,
Right.
I
How
worked at a
long this
Chinese
shit's been
restaurant.
set
Let me tell you
down.
What's been
What's
contaminated with
What's
everything else?
contaminated,
And
what's
yeah.
not.
Ain't no
Because I
USDA
know when
ocean
I'm
laws being
doing
followed
shit,
there.
every time I touch something, I'll do the meat, wash my hands. Do the vegetable,
Do the meat.
wash my hand. Do this other
the meat.
thing, wash my hands.
Do the meat.
If you need to get
I-
like the food gloves with you too,
Shit,
I
bro.
always recommend
Yeah,
having
we
those.
try to keep.
You get the
them-
gloves.
I
black
got or
tight
that.
gloves.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's
Just
the
depends.
That's the best way to
The
do it.
cooking
No,
gloves.
for real though, this
So I
restaurant.
would touch. I would touch.
I
those
usually do the meat
seasonings,
with the gloves,
and
and
after
then
I'm
and
done
then
Oh,
with
yeah,
that
have it.
other
It's gonna
shit,
get in your
gloves
nails
off,
and stuff.
put
You don't
on
want
another
that.
pair of gloves.
Tom, this is for real. This restaurant I worked at when I was a kid, the guy that did the stir fry had 2 oils that he used, and the way he knew how to measure it was a mouthful. He put a mouthful in, spit it in the pan. Put a
Oh,
mouthful in.
hell
That's a fact.
no.
And listen, the buckets that they made the ingredients for the egg rolls in was the same buckets I washed the bathroom with, and that's a fact.
What the hell restaurant
God,
name was
man.
this?
Man, I'm
The
afraid
yellow
I'll get in
buckets?
trouble. I don't think they're.
No, you don't want to do that.
I don't think
You
they're in
want to-
business
Tell me
anymore.
when
We don't need
tell
another
me when
lawsuit,
hang on,
sir.
Yeah.
Tell me when we get off here so I know not to go there.
We will after the air.
Yeah, after we air. I
But
don't
listen, there's guys that.
whereabouts is it?
It was in the Belden area.
Oh, wait.
yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think I know the one
and,
you mean. Yeah.
my buddies will testify because I had 3 buddies that worked there with me over the years, and
I never ate there.
I was like, I will never eat this specific ethnicity of food ever again because
Yeah, I never even went there because I knew they were eating it. I knew something nasty was going on back there.
God, that almost makes me want to.
Oh, and that's
Hey man, you got me. Hey man, you got me excited about cooking over here,
Oh,
bro.
bro, we're gonna do this.
you got me excited about you cooking over there.
It's rolling, bro.
We're all good.
That's the munchies.
We're all good.
I'm thinking like end of the year deal and have some of the guests
that'd
all
be
come
nice.
in.
I'm putting
I'll pull up.
I want some seafood too.
Hell yeah.
We'll get his brother over
you
here
say?
with some. You get your brother over here with some lobster too.
Nah,
Yeah.
man,
You don't have to eat it.
but it stinks.
It might stink when you cook it, but when you eating it, it is oh so good.
Well,
We got some
That
dope
shit.
cookers. We got
Tis
some
the
dope
season.
cookers. It ain't gonna buy. No, because
Yeah, it ain't
I get it. I get it because
tis the season for food
That shit
poisoning.
makes me. I'm just like
We're
you,
not
bro.
watching our
Like,
weight.
ugh.
I have a house. Look, I got a house full of seafood
I don't
eaters.
even
Everybody
like
in my house eats
smell of
seafood.
fish cooking,
Everybody,
man.
Tis
but
the
everybody
season.
know that I'm
It is.
allergic to it. So whenever they try to have like little crab boils and stuff,
Right?
I'm outside on the sun porch with my dogs. I'm
I'm
good with that. With
right
that
there
door
with
shut,
you, bro.
I don't
Right.
want my
Right
clothes
there with
smelling
you.
like that.
Right?
It
Right.
when it's cooked,
Right?
it's so right.
Foul,
Right.
dude.
You ain't even gotta be
Foul.
that close, and it'll smell like it's on your lips.
I'm the same way.
You'll be like, you like, oh,
Wait,
dog,
you
like,
know how
Like
we-
you make the
I
you
hate
musty face. That's what that
seafood,
is.
man.
like you ain't rocking with me, bro.
You know how we were
no.
just talking about all the Halloween movies? Let's talk about what restaurants are going to be open when we leave here tonight.
I know Waffle House will be one. I know that much.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But you know, before we leave that subject, 'tis the season for food poisoning, and you know we all got that aunt that has her cat that helps her cook.
Smoking a
That
cigarette
aunt-
with
that
a big
aunt
ass.
does-
Scratching her ass.
Hey, that aunt died in like 07, so I don't got to worry about
letting
that.
letting the cat jump on top of the stove and stuff.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Licking it.
Licking the butter.
yeah.
bowl.
You like this with the spoon, the cat over top of the bowl while you sew.
Get your
Whiskers.
get your ass out of here.
I would lose my shit.
Tom,
I
would you
get
like some
attitude
more
because
raw
every time,
turkey?
no, because I got a cat. Every time like I'm cooking in there, he'll try to like jump up. I gotta like get your ass
That
down.
some bitch would hit the wall.
Tom, this turkey.
I wouldn't go that
is
far.
a little
He's a
al
fat
dente.
cat. I can't hit him like that, but I just gotta shove him down so he doesn't jump up there.
Tom,
And when I had that other calico cat, she was notorious for that.
Man,
So that's another
oh.
reason I had to get rid of her.
I had to get rid of all of my. I had to get rid of my cats. They wanted to be. They wanted to be street walkers.
No, your cats were street
We're
hoes.
just
That's what they
kidding.
were.
They wanted to be straight
Wouldn't
street
really
walkers,
hit the
though.
wall. I would-
Some cats are just meant for the streets, just
Man,
like
I had
some
to-
women is meant for the
Man, I
streets.
had to evict them, man. Like,
Hell yeah! No, my dude in Deborah, he just had to evict his cat because his cat was on.
So about 30
Cats
feet
are
up and see if it land on its feet.
Yeah.
I don't know about mine.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to drop him 30 feet up, but he barely lands on his feet just jumping off the scratching pole.
Imagine if you had a friend who
tape
just
on the
pooped in a
bottom of a
box in
cat's
front
feet?
of you. You know,
I would.
cat
That's
food.
torture. I would never do that.
I don't have that.
kinda
man.
funny.
Not in my
It's
house.
funny, but that's torture, man.
It
Don't
is.
do that.
Hey,
We did
It's
that when
like
we was
clipping a
kids.
dog's ears, man. I'm not
Yeah.
cool with that.
Oh, no.
Don't do that.
That's
Yeah.
permanent, though.
Clipping the
Halloween.
dog's ears. It's like doing the same thing, putting tape on the bottom of a cat.
Happy
Don't
Halloween,
do that.
everybody.
said
Halloween
tape?
1 and 2.
On the bottom of a cat's foot. Yeah,
That
that's
shit-
Michael
torture.
Myers.
Man, that's funny.
I like
It's
that.
funny, but it's torture for me.
Man, that's funny, dog.
Maybe to you guys.
Hey, you want me to tell you what
Look
else?
at you guys.
Hey,
You're like old
no.
war buddies.
You want me to
better
tell
not
you
do
what?
that.
Give him the high five.
You better not do nothing to
Each other
Paco.
a high
Hey,
five.
look.
Right
What
on
you about to do?
camera.
Let me hear this.
Take some wet toilet paper
Make it
Oh,
wet.
no.
Make
and
it
put it
wet.
on the bottom of your cat's pads.
Loser
Make it
shit.
wet.
Are you trying to get me caught in my own house? Is that what you're
Dog,
trying to do here?
Man, that cat gonna stand up on 2 legs.
Make that
Paco can't even barely stand up on 4 legs with his fat butt. I can't get him to do that.
All you gotta do is when you go to the crib, right?
I'm not
You
doing
go to your
that.
bathroom. You know the toilet paper, it come off in sheets.
No,
So you get
man.
2 sheets and you wet the insides of. Don't wet it till it's tearing up.
Yeah, yeah,
but
I know
just
what you mean, but I
damp
see where you're going with
and
this.
take them 2 sheets and put it on your cat's pads, dog. Them front 2. He
Oh
gonna
my
stand
God!
up.
Listen,
met my cat. You
and
know
by
it's
the
a
way,
terrible idea.
I'm telling
You've
you.
met Paco. That's a horrible idea, man.
He gonna
send
step-
all of
listen,
your letters to Ray Cartagino.
Look at that PETA up in
telling you,
there.
it's gonna be crazy.
PETA.
We're
be
just
selling-
kidding. We're
It
just
comes to
kidding.
replace a lot.
Hell no,
Entertainment
man.
only.
Actually, I'm part of a different PETA. That's
That
for
is the
people eating
funniest-
tasty animals.
You have met my cat. You know why
Man,
that's a
listen,
bad idea.
He's seen that on YouTube, man.
Man, look, the cat would stand up on 2 legs, dog, and walk to you like this.
Oh, meat.
With this toilet
Tasty,
paper on his,
tasty
on his
meat.
Hey, can we
man,
have that on an episode?
I'm not doing that to Paco. It's not happening.
down here.
telling
Did you
Tim.
say
Do it and
Paco?
tape it.
No, next time I
Paco
invite you over,
cat.
you're gonna do that shit. Are you?
Hey,
Dog, I'll do it.
I know you will. That's why you ain't coming.
Hey, I say, why you put the toilet paper on my balls?
Paco.
Come on, man. You know
I got
how.
a picture of him somewhere.
Hey,
Hold on,
man,
I'll
you
show
know how
here.
bad you hate it when you go in the bathroom
You
and
got
step
it
on
in
toilet
background.
paper.
Here's Paco.
That's Paco?
Yeah, this is Paco
Show
right here. This is
me
Paco right here.
Paco.
I gotta show y'all here real quick. Where's that?
Oh, there's Paco.
Up here. Okay. Yeah, y'all see it. There's Paco
Man,
right there.
you ever walk in somebody's house with cats and it smells like somebody pissed on an armpit?
That's if somebody has over 3
That
cats.
ammonia
You
smell.
got over
Yeah.
3
Man,
cats,
I
man.
can't do that.
All right, now here, let me
You
put
gotta
this
get
into
it
your
fixed,
head.
though. You gotta
Let
get
me
the
put
cats
the.
I can
It's
fix
almost
them all right.
bedtime and it's Halloween, so let me put this in
All
your head real quick.
Oh, dear.
What happens when Granny has cardiac arrest in her favorite easy chair with the 40 cats that she lets come in and out the kitty door? And the food runs out, and the kids order Grandma something for Christmas, and when the delivery man comes, he finds that
smells.
the kitties have been eating anyway.
I can tell you right now, because my dad and my brother are firefighters, I'm calling them. I'm calling the fire department. Y'all gotta get this bitch out of here.
Yeah, well, she's going to be a little bit lighter because the cats are...
I'm finna get a cat.
I've been telling you for the longest time to
I
get
gotta
one.
get a boy cat though.
Oh, man.
They spray everywhere.
Man,
No, you gotta spay and neuter them cats, period. Boy or girl, you gotta
No,
get
man,
it fixed, period.
Listen, the
We have
boy
a
cats,
singing pig.
boy cats. To stop boy cats from spraying, you have to let them go outside.
Or you get them fixed. I got Paco fixed
I
for
ain't
like
finna
60
get him
bucks.
fixed.
The only
man.
way I
It's
would ever
only
have a
60 bucks,
cat
dude.
Listen,
is if I had a python that was hungry.
I'm finna open up
No,
my
a
door.
python.
When,
Yeah.
when my dog got when that cat
They'll
got
come
a
back.
pee, I'm gonna open up that door and I'm
They'll
gonna let
come
that
back.
cat go outside and do his thing. I ain't gotta worry about that cat bringing me back no babies, bruh. Not at all. A female. Listen,
I mean, I don't gotta worry about Paco either.
I tried 2 female cats, and they were amazing.
Kitten
They were
machines.
amazing hunters. Amazing.
Uh-huh.
But dog,
But
they streetwalkers now.
they was some hoes. Pretty much.
Streetwalkers. Both they and what's crazy is they both ran up the streets and had kids.
That doesn't shock me.
Both of them in the same place.
Female cats are whores. They seriously are.
I was like, wow.
If you don't get the cats fixed, they're gonna be sluts. That's the reality of it.
After they had the kids, they wanted to try to come back to the crib. Dog.
Nah, you from the
Send
streets, get your
all
butts back
mail
out
to the
here.
good reverend.
We ain't have no handouts over here.
Cat.
Don't get.
Oh hell no.
I got a skeleton of a cat.
It's a
I
damn good
seriously
show.
do. It's a skeleton of a cat. That's the best pet I ever had.
I had a zombie
It
kitty.
is the best pet I ever had. I don't gotta feed it.
Happy
It don't
Y'all know what a
stink
zombie
no
kitty
place.
is?
I'm afraid to ask.
Poop.
Man, I had a zombie
It
kitty.
don't stink no more.
It don't even make noise. It just stays there.
Man, listen.
You know
I
what?
rescued this kitten.
Oh, okay. I know what you're going with. this.
Okay. So I don't want nobody to be like, oh, I'm cruelty to animals. No, I rescued a kitten.
Keyword rescue.
that was attacked by a pit bull.
Ooh.
I think you told me this actually.
And this cat's face, the right side, was on his chest.
It's all gone.
It was still alive though. So he had a whole left side
Yeah.
face.
He only
He
used
ain't had
one
nothing
of
else
his
on the other
lives.
side.
There, that's my cat.
Okay, I knew where
That's
the punchline
that's
was
the
coming
best
from.
cat. Seriously, that's the
Let me
best
pull
cat
this
I
up.
ever had.
Let me pull it up here so like everybody else can see this here. Like this is what
Hey,
he's
that's a
talking
real
about right
skeleton.
here.
That is my
Get a little
cat.
Real
closer.
skeleton
Put a little
of a
closer.
cat.
Don't
Okay,
be
hang
shy.
on.
That's the
Real
I don't wanna-
skeleton
I
of
can't
a
reach
cat,
that button.
man.
Cat I ever had.
Ain't no real skeleton. That's something he got from Party City.
I got it at Dollar General. But I'm
Okay,
telling
yeah,
you
but
what,
I was close.
Hey, it's the best animal. You ain't gotta feed it.
Yeah.
that's
You don't gotta do shit
It's
with it.
always there. You know what I mean? It never chews up my stuff. I mean,
But if
I
you
talk
call it,
to
it's not gonna come.
Yeah, a lot of animals are like that.
Okay,
And you want
so-
to know what? That's what I like about my dogs. My dogs don't tear. My
So
dogs
you
don't
wake
chew
up,
up.
They really
there's a
don't.
wet spot on your pillow. That son of a bitchin' skeleton.
What's your favorite candy? What's your favorite candy for Halloween?
Ooh.
Oh, Reese's
that's a
Cups.
tough one.
I'll
There's
take
some good
anything
ones.
chocolate, man. I love me some chocolate.
Reese's
I like
Cups.
chocolate,
Reese's
too.
Cups.
It's between
Milky
Reese's
Way?
Cups and Kit
Milky
Kats
Way.
for me.
Oh,
It's a tie.
Kit Kats.
I
Yeah.
like
Kit
them,
Kats or Reese's.
What's
How
them
about-
ones
I
that
like
has the
them where
pretzels
what you
and
call
peanut butter and stuff? on them?
Twix.
Take 5?
Yeah,
I
That's too much.
Dad,
Yeah,
and
I
Twix.
like
Twix.
Which
I
one do you
probably
like? Red?
I probably like the candy everybody hates the most.
Necco wafers.
Corn.
Yeah.
Candy corn.
Candy
Gotta
corn.
be
Oh, come
shit.
on,
I like
Ray.
it mixed with peanuts.
I like
you ever
it.
mix that with
You
peanuts?
like that
It's
nasty
good.
ass? What?
Dog, I'm
Yeah.
an 80s baby.
I can't wait till
But
Halloween.
still, though,
Listen,
man.
listen.
I get candy
Listen.
corn.
I'm an 80s baby. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, where trick-or-treating was not done in my hood, bruh.
Nope. No. But
And the
still.
closest thing to Halloween candy that I got
Was that?
living on
cone.
141st in St. Clair.
Yeah, they didn't give
understand
a
what I'm
fuck
saying.
about you over there. My bad.
From
Sorry.
the drive-through,
That's gotta be your quarter.
where
I ain't got one.
the window was a rotating window and it was bulletproof. Looked like some bank vault. So it looked like some bank window.
Yeah, ain't no
stuff.
trick-or-treating
Look
going
at
on
here,
down
dog.
there.
All they had was candy corn. So yeah, candy corn is my favorite candy, bro.
Yeah.
We got
All that other stuff, all this new other candy that you get in Halloween
like
bags.
Reese's and Kit Kat. You ain't
dog,
messing with that.
That's extravagant stuff for me, bro.
Almond Joy's got nuts.
Almond Joy is definitely
No,
extravagant.
don't.
I can admit that.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
too
That's
much.
extravagant stuff for me,
Right.
dog.
Yeah.
You gotta. I came up on baked beans and Jolly Ranchers.
That's
and
what they
stuff like
put.
that, bro.
Shoot, you put some Jolly Ranchers in my thing
Happy
on
Halloween,
trick-or-treating,
kid.
that'd be the house I go to
There's
first
some
every single year.
beets and some pinto beans.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like-
Here's a meatloaf in. You
All that
got
other
You got a
stuff.
stained Cool Whip bowl with some stuff in it, right?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Like I came off of that, man.
Right.
Now, when you guys went out trick-or-treating, I
Here's
gotta
an
ask, did you
apple, a
actually?
razor blade.
Now, when you guys actually went trick-or-treating like back in the day, did you have like a bucket or did you take a pillowcase?
Pillowcase.
Pillowcase.
You did a pillowcase?
Talking about
Okay.
Pillowcase. Yeah.
And,
you say?
actually, we had trick-or-treat bags too. That
Man.
Was it the
what
little
you talking
plastic,
about? Hell no.
well, they came with
Things
your
that was
costumes
electric
sometimes.
Bag.
I
Oh,
thought.
Oh,
They
you
did?
lived in one of those
We had either a
neighborhoods.
brown-
Oh, I
Right,
was,
I
the
didn't know
Hulk.
that
Yeah.
I got to be the Hulk one year, and I think I was Chewbacca.
I ain't gonna lie. When I actually got to start going
I gotta
out
show- I
to
gotta
trick
show
or
y'all the
treat,
one
I
I
didn't
just
trick or
did
treat. I was
recently. Hold
bag
up.
snatching.
You were
Yeah.
bag snatching?
I was a bag snatcher, bro.
Listen,
All right, we
I was born
uh,
fast, so bag
was.
snatching was easy for me.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
I wasn't fast, and
bag snatching. That was so easy.
my parents worked in the city, so I couldn't get away with stuff like that.
Glow
if
in
I
the
wanted
dark
to.
mask, glow in the dark mask with some LED lights.
Oh,
Yeah.
you.
Little kid.
Terrible.
Come on, man.
We do not
Man.
condone that.
And I'm walking up on you.
You know how
You gonna turn around and look? I'm gonna snatch your bag so fast you ain't gonna catch me.
listen, the way I got away from
and
the
again,
guilt is
send
I
those
just went,
letters care of.
I went for the
Hey,
big kids, but they were fat.
Cartagino.
'Cause big fat kids can't run. Big fat kids, so you wasn't
Back
picking
then
on the
they
little
couldn't.
kids.
No.
so,
Don't be surprised
yeah.
nowadays.
I didn't pick on, and I picked on
Hey
most of the
kid,
bullies.
give me your kiss
Yeah,
tickets.
the bullies deserve
I
to
ain't
get
gonna lie,
their
I
candy
picked on
taken.
most of the
The
bullies.
bullies definitely did, and
Because the
everybody else.
bullies always,
Hey, Mongo.
because it was easy. I would wait. I
they
would
were-
wait.
right.
I'll wait. Because the bullies gonna do their regular routine.
You gonna jump in?
Yeah. And I always had, and it was always me and like five other, like, yeah, we know who we getting. What? He just hit up such and such street, man. He barely can carry that back. Oh yeah,
We going there.
we
That's
gonna,
all.
Hell
we
yes.
gonna get that back.
Okay, then that's
Let's get that
justifiable if
back.
you
I
get it
don't
from
do
the
that
bullies.
no more. I don't do that no more. That was
No,
my
hell
old
no. But
shit.
back in the day,
This show is
you know.
just for entertainment purposes, so
Yeah.
you was just making that up.
Yeah.
Now let me ask y'all this: what was the one Halloween costume that you guys had that you were like, "Why am I doing this? Like, why?" What was the one hot costume you had? You're like, rolled your eyes, like, "I can't believe I'm doing this," but there might be
think I
something
ever-
worth it at the end.
If I had one, I would never admit it. So
I'm about to admit it here in a sec. I'll be honest.
I ain't even gonna lie, man.
You did the
Let me
woman
hear it.
thing.
A lot of people don't even like. It's like a part of my life I don't even discuss. I didn't really get into like Halloween and all the
All that stuff
holidays
until later.
because my mom was a Jehovah's Witness.
My mom
That's
too.
right.
I
That's
was-
right.
I was raised in the truth, so all of them holidays we never celebrated when I
Right.
was younger.
Me neither.
Never. I made that decision when I turned 18
Broke
to,
out
to say,
and
you want
found
to know
the
what?
truth.
And
I
send them a
don't-
go for it.
And
Right.
that's what I said. I said, my mom and them, they was so stuck in the truth. I was like, you want to know what? That's good. I just want to venture off and I want to kind of live life a little bit. You know
Find
what I mean?
my own way.
Like my daughter was here. I was thinking about
Yeah.
as soon as my daughter got here. You thought I wasn't thinking about Christmas when my daughter
Right.
got? That's the first holiday I thought about. Little
Same
girl.
here, man.
Oh yeah. So
When's your birthday?
March the 14th. I'm a Pisces.
I'm a Sagittarius. My birthday's coming up,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I love
Pisces.
Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah. So like Halloween and all of that stuff,
That wasn't until you were older.
never participated in it. So I didn't have a costume.
How about Easter?
My mom participated in Easter a lot. They did a lot of stuff. Jehovah's Witness, they do stuff on Easter too. Like they go to the hall and you know what I'm saying. They that's what we was into.
Easter
Like,
was definitely the big one.
I was
for us.
in I was into music. I was into music and I was into that.
You guys are the same.
And then music
crazy.
was
You're the
Small-
same.
and
Small
then
world?
music was very limited because it was only a few. Rap was not allowed in my house, so it was all soul and funk and down south music and
Well, hell, the
you know
only
what I'm
music,
saying.
right? The only music
And-
we were
and
allowed to listen to was
jazz
country and gospel.
I was a lot don't even know that I'm a Miles Davis fan.
Yeah.
I
There you
played
go.
and I played the trumpet in
Kind
high
of
school.
blue.
You know
That's
what
the
I'm
best
saying?
album of all
So,
time. Still.
Easily top five.
My music origins take from a lot of the stuff that didn't have any lyrics in it. So lyrically,
It had lyrics, but it was instrumental.
Miles Davis didn't have any lyrics in
But I'm
his
saying
music.
the trumpet was like his
And
lyrics, the
trumpet
notes he
talk.
played from, and that
And
exactly the
between
instrument talk.
that, and then I started listening to Kiss and
Saw them on the last tour. I want to point that out. Saw them on the last tour.
Green Day and Metallica. Like, I started listening to a lot of that, man.
Krypton.
What is it
Don't
called?
hang.
Don't let me hang. Come on.
Come on, man. What is it called?
We name a song. I might be able to help you here.
Black hole.
Shadows Fall.
Soundgarden.
Was it Black Keys?
That's who I was
Black
thinking
Keys
of
from
the
Akron?
other day. Shadows Fall.
No.
Where are we at on
Somebody were trying
time?
to
I
think.
can't see the thing.
10:17.
We're over. Okay.
No, what's the blue time? So you're at the
Oh,
bottom.
I have no idea. Oh, 2 hours and 16
Hey
minutes.
man, what band is that? What band is that got the triangle in the rainbow?
Pink Floyd?
Pink
Oh,
Floyd.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Dark
Ooh,
Side of the
nice
Moon.
him.
I was a
The greatest smoking albums of all time.
Pink Floyd fan.
Good stuff there.
Big Pink Floyd fan. So, like that's where all the guitars and stuff come from in our music. In my music, I have
didn't mean
an
to do like that,
all-time.
but-
I have an all-time. It's all-time for guitars and horns. So, I use a lot of trumpets and a lot of flutes and all of that stuff and a lot of new material that I'm making.
You still play the trumpet?
You could probably
No.
still. You don't?
Could you still pick it up and just wail?
Nope, I smoke too much chronic.
I smoke plenty of chronic. I can still easily pick up one of those
Bruh,
and at least
I'm
get
telling
something
you,
down
my-
I
there.
think Miles smoked the chronic
My
too.
tolerance-
Oh,
though,
you
right?
definitely smoke
My
the chronic.
tolerance is through the roof. I ain't blowing no trumpet.
Right.
I ain't blowing
I'm
no
with you.
trumpet, bro. Not me.
It
I
was
can
sound-
roll. I can roll you a blunt
Bro.
that look like a trumpet.
What the hell are you over there doing?
I knew the punchline was
Separate
coming.
them.
Huh?
Separated them.
I'm not wasting my time with that.
Yeah.
I tried like 5
cheat?
times. I don't know how the hell he
I
did
don't
it.
know. Was there rules on it? You said
you
make
don't
them
have
come
to
apart.
Force it.
I think he did. Oh, he
Good
did force it?
God, I don't know what he did over there.
They call
I
me
think you
Gorilla
bent
Boy
it.
sometimes.
not no New
Damn,
Year's
man.
resolution, but what y'all got planned? What's some of the stuff y'all gonna get into in 2025?
And
New
I don't know,
ventures
new
for me, I
things,
don't
new
know.
ventures, I hope.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Hope we're gonna get this cooking shit or eating out.
I will say this: I will have that amp replaced, and all
I
that
want to
stuff
eat
before
out
the new year. So
with
you'll
the
definitely
Ray
see
Cartagino.
I actually ate out yesterday.
What about the last 2 questions with him? He's never done them, right?
Yeah. You want to answer the last 2 questions?
He's
on the
31
show?
years
We got to
old.
wrap up.
You don't
My
know
back
that. Oh,
hurts
shit.
and I'm hungry.
What are the last 2 questions?
Yeah.
What are they?
What's in your panty drawer?
What's in your top dresser drawer?
Boxer briefs. We'll just leave it at that.
No, that's
no,
not
that's-
actually the
that's
question.
the
I just
not
wondered
the
if you'd
real
answer
question.
that or not.
What's
My
the real
question is, if you ever...
How did you get shivered off of just that part of the question, Ray?
felt
What
like
happened
somebody
there?
walked over his grave.
Listen, we had a
I'm getting
guest.
distracted here. What happened?
We had a guest that answered tartar sauce. Like for real, that's what she said. She
Well, what was the question that she said? Tartar sauce to him. A little nervous here.
If you had a chance to eat with anybody that's already gone in any time period, in any place, whatever, who would it be? Other than Jesus, because you're going to meet Jesus one way or another.
Well, right. Obvious. Well, any time or other.
It don't matter where
Anytime,
at, what
any
time,
place, any
anybody.
Shoot. I hit a pinky, eat her. Does that count? What you mean? I don't care. That's all. We and I have had this
She
conversation.
ain't
before.
gone.
She's not gone.
And
But
that's no disrespect. That's no
come on,
disrespect.
no, man. You just went. That's disrespect as it is.
You
Stop
say
it.
that, did you
I
say
second
pink
that, yeah.
as in
No,
the...
Pinky is a porn star. When I first clicked on the Ebony, listen to me. When I first clicked on the Ebony section on the Pornhub site, and I was seeing her, and I'm like, oh shoot.
Hey,
let's go.
don't send me
That's where you went to on like you.
I don't care. I
You
still
can
eat her
have-
to this day. I bet she tastes the same. I bet she do. I don't care what shape she is. I need my women at least 2 1/4, bare minimum.
I bet she leaves snail tracks in the sand.
Sweetheart.
And I know
So
she
wait a
read.
minute. So
Her lips
you
be
could have
dragging
dinner
through.
with anybody in the history of time, and that's who you were picking?
What is
Well,
it
you didn't
about
necessarily
great
say if I had
sex
what the
that
dinner
makes
had
me
to
ask
be.
the crap?
Oh
Stop
man.
it. Stop it.
Oh man.
I don't care what she's shaped like. I don't care about the rest wasn't even
I
true
feel like
anyway.
that dinner
This
would
is
be,
the best
would
part
be-
of the show.
That dinner would be kind of salty.
Hey, that's not salty.
Salty pudding.
Hey, that's called season, people. It's called season.
Oh man. Oh man.
All right, all right.
It's your fault for bringing me here.
Look, now I
The
wish
letter F, the letter U, and some pudding pack.
Now I wish we could edit
pudding
now.
pop.
All right, that's the worst answer we've ever had. I'm
Oh
just
my
gonna say
God.
That there's no way that could be the worst answer.
That is
There's no way.
absolutely.
She's still alive,
You
right?
asked.
There's not even a close second.
She's still alive?
He never. Yeah,
He
she's
says
still there, but
alive.
he never specified what the dinner had to be.
He's still alive.
Well, he did say somebody that's not here anymore.
No,
so-
he said either here
Wait a
or
minute.
not.
You
But
asked
she's
him
still
who
here.
he would have dinner with, and he
Am
said
I
who he
supposed-
would eat.
Am I supposed to answer that
And he
question
picked
after that?
Pinky the porn star.
I don't even want to answer.
Yeah.
Oh man,
No, I don't know.
I'd be wild.
She's
for
still
real.
alive?
Yeah, she's
Well,
still alive.
this
Well,
is
yeah,
a-
this person has to be already
This
passed
Oh, they
away.
got to be
All right,
dead.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It is a
Okay,
Halloween
hang on. They
episode.
do got to be
so-
dead.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's Halloween and you said that.
I have to.
I just said it every time of year. You know me.
I have to.
I thought it was dead or alive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Smelled like polecat and burnt cornbread.
I have to ask.
I
the
know
good,
she don't burn no cornbread the way she built.
I have to ask the
just
good
hope-
reverend. I have to ask the good reverend.
I'm non-denominational. If that's what, if you're gonna ask me that, I'm non-denominational.
How beautiful is it?
I just
How beautiful is it? If that's your last meal.
If that's how I go out. If that's what was written in stone for me, it's like, Lord, you see how the end goes.
man, just make sure it don't smell like
He's
a
just
hot
doubling
turtle
down
chicken or
on it,
something.
It
too.
ain't
like-
gonna smell like that. We start in the shower first.
Got some of that. Got
It's gonna
that.
smell like.
That's gonna be clean anyway, man.
It's gonna smell like balls.
Got that from
It's
London.
gonna smell like balls.
But you,
probably.
but hang on, but you said the person
That-
has to be
from-
dead.
yeah.
Okay.
That
No,
from
Pinky's my alive. Hang on.
Balls.
Pinky's my alive. Dead.
We love you,
Farrah
Pinky.
Fawcett.
It's no beef.
You would have dinner at
Dead.
Farrah
I would
Fawcett.
dead. It'd be Farrah Fawcett easily. And my dad had them old.
Probably the second worst.
How is that the second
People
worst?
say stuff like Paul the Apostle or their father that they didn't know or things like that. And you come up with Pinky the porn star and Farrah Fawcett.
I love it,
Okay,
Reverend.
what's
I'm
wrong
just
with
saying.
that?
I love it, Reverend. I don't know where we're going in this 2025, but it sounds amazing.
Listen, Ray, you know this. My license is non-denominational. I cover everything.
Oh, shit.
If this don't get y'all some views, I don't know what.
Pinky though?
Yes, I don't care.
Man.
I don't care what she's shaped like now. I'm going for it. I don't care.
Hey man, you might as well swallow a bottle of Everclear first.
I used to do that.
Better.
I did used to.
Yeah.
I used to do everything. A whole bottle a day at my Kent State days. I did.
Get you one of them sporks for
Give
that
you a
Vermunda
reasonable
cheese.
move.
Oh man.
Vermunda cheese.
You know me. I ain't going to hurt.
White curled up.
Right, and another
Vermunda
specification
cheese.
because you know
Okay,
you
I got
can't really argue taste. Would it be like right
Oh,
came
hang
out
on.
of came out of work?
No, it'd be right. We both hit the shower and then we go
Okay.
for
Hey
it.
guys!
Okay.
Hey! Come get me! I'm down in here! Guys, help!
Hey man, that's what that hot dog in the hallway sound
That's what I'm
like.
telling you. Right?
Hot dog through down the hallway. That's
Hey,
what it
my
sound like.
My hot dog big enough, so I'll be all right.
Listen, man.
So have
keep setting me up.
What was that question again? Because
You already did it once.
You did it right.
man.
Who would you have your last meal with? What person? They could be. They got to be on.
They got
Anybody in the
I
history
said
of
Anybody
Anybody.
that's moved on. Right.
I know
That's
it's
the
not
way
as
he
bad as
specified
mine.
it.
Yeah, the way I heard.
Someone who's already dead.
I'm only an 80s baby, and this might be like centuries. Way
Yeah, I said
past
Cleopatra.
that's what I was thinking about too. Cleopatra.
That'd be one.
These guys need to high five like Carl
Dude,
Weathers and Rocky.
For real.
Hey, I'll fist bump y'all on that with Cleopatra.
Cleo,
I got
you know,
you
Come on, Dan. Give me the high
Man,
five.
listen.
Like, do the high
Man,
five.
And then reason why for Cleopatra for me is
why?
because my mom's name is Cleola.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
My mom has passed away, and I had already.
And I thought he picked mom
You
last
know what I'm
time.
saying?
Could be. I have to go back.
Cleopatra. You seen what she looked like back
Oh,
when she
hell
was in
yeah.
her prime, bro?
She made
In
a
her
dude leave
prime?
her country. What are you talking about?
Sam Kinison.
Come on, man. That was some bad.
That's the original bad bitch.
I'm
Right.
just saying, though.
Oh.
Oh, I can't even say that.
She was
Yeah,
that.
you
she,
can
you
say
hit that
she,
right on the nail.
she was that first woman that no man could touch.
Exactly.
You
And then they
can't
followed
touch
suit,
her,
said-
bruh.
Can't touch this.
You can't touch her at all.
At all, brother.
And she
And-
was so
Iron fist. That's the best way to
man.
describe
Look,
it.
She ran shit.
man, yeah, it was a reason why she ran. Man,
Hell yeah,
Look
there
here,
was.
bro.
You got
I
that type
picked
of
Queen
power.
of the
You gonna
Damned.
run it.
Alive?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah,
Queen of the
okay.
Damned.
Yeah.
Who alive?
Yeah, she's gone. Aaliyah.
Who would
Yeah,
I
Leah.
have dinner
Queen of the
with
Damned.
alive?
I don't know. Do we
God
ask
knows.
that question?
We never
I
do.
thought that's what the question
Queen of
was,
the
but
Damned.
No.
I guess we're going
Queen
there.
of the Damned. How about Halloween before we go? How about Halloween? The movie Halloween, John Carpenter.
I am finna go. That is exactly what I'm
one.
finna go home and watch.
I
I'm
love that
finna
one.
go watch
Halloween.
I'm finna go watch all the Michael Myers.
I don't know, but
Halloween.
Let's wrap this up. I'm
Rob
hungry. My
Zombie
stomach's
is
just sitting on
the
this
best.
table.
We
Yes.
gave him secondhand munchies.
Rob Zombies is
Hell
the
yeah.
best.
Yeah, I'm
Without
finna go
a
home
doubt.
and watch
Alright,
a bunch of Rob Zombie
I'm gonna-
movies
Happy
and drink
Halloween,
a bunch of
everybody.
beer.
Happy anniversary, Mom
We're
and
gonna call it
Dad.
a day. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys out. We'll owl them
The
for
twins.
minutes, turn them up a little bit, just for 2
Sorry.
minutes or something, and then
We're gonna call it.
we're gonna wrap it up and call it a day. So we'll see you guys next Wednesday
Happy
or something like that.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, y'all.
Halloween.
And have a wonderful holiday
Peace.
season.
I'll
Rest
see
of the
y'all.
year. Deuces.
We see y'all.
We'll see y'all around.